The Lakehead University Faculty of Law is named in honor of the former Canadian Chief Justice Bora Laskin, who came from Thunder Bay. The defending champions were the favorites before we arrived. And it's 8 straight wins, and Homan will go into the playoffs undefeated. And they are still the favorites now. Rachel Homan and her team were the only unbeaten team in round robin. This afternoon, the playoffs begin, and can anyone put a halt to the Homan Empire? Christina Black will try today. It is Nova Scotia against Team Canada. The qualifiers start now. From the 18 teams that began play here at Fort William Gardens last Friday, we're down now to 6. And let's get you caught up on what happened last night. Final evening of round robin play. It was Pool B, and our feature was Christina Black from Nova Scotia against Kate Cameron of Manitoba. And this is in the 10th. And look at this. How she does this, I don't know, but she sneaks it by. And Cameron could only get a single as she would go on to the win. And Christina Black, it's all hugs as she has qualified. Elsewhere it was Ontario, and Danielle Inglis missed the playoffs last year, is in this year. A win over Kerry Galusha in her final game at the Scotties. Newfoundland and Labrador, they pick up their first win of the event, and look what happened here. She was 2-2 at one point in time, rattles off 4 straight wins in an all-Manitoba battle. The 4-time champion, Carrie Anderson, is through as well. So the final standings we knew yesterday afternoon, those 3, Pool A, Homan, Skurlik, Brown. Last night, there was the possibility we could have 6 teams at 5-3, but no, sir. All the teams who had it in their own hands won out. Anderson, Black, and Inglis. And on this Friday now, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back. We're into the qualifiers, and Joe's here, Russ is here. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. What did you think about last night's final round-robin draw in Pool B?
Carrie Anderson sticks out to me. They just found a way, like you said, to the 2-2, down 5-1 game, down 3 in another. Snicks out a close one against Caitlin Laws, an extremely well-curled game, and they're right where they want to be. And so are the top 4 teams in our country. That's what we have right now.
So now we take a look at Rachel Homan. You go back to the 11 straight last year, now 19 games undefeated. Yet, her first remark in a post-game comment is, we've got to get better.
Vic, I think she will say that after every game until the day she dies. Rachel Homan never rests on what she can improve on. But the thing I've seen with this Team Canada this week, they've had a few more half shots than normal, and it's just a little bit straighter conditions. They've been caught a few times. If the door creaks open in this game, that's going to be what does it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if, in fact, that's the key for Black then, isn't it?
Yeah, if the door creaks open, it won't be wide open. You got to jump in every one of those half shots for sure, every single one of them. But Christina Black can do that. She's that good, Vic, in certain games. My only concern is in a big game this important, Homan is basically, you got to check her for a pulse. Whereas Nova Scotia, some of those line calls get pretty wild, and they've got to stay calm or they're in trouble.
So it's qualifying Friday, and our feature is Rachel Homan against Nova Scotia's Christina Black when we come back. For 2. Coming through. Got it. Oh, my gosh. How do you do that?
So good.
Have you got them all? Bang, bang. Oh, is it going to go?
Great throw.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. and by BKT Tires, growing together.
And from 4 games in a draw, we're down to just 2, which means there's only one other game on the ice. And here's Kathy.
Well, you're not wrong, that's for sure. And it is really a tale of 2 different cities, these 2 teams. For Kayla Skurlik and her team, playing relatively consistent all week, and when they weren't, Kayla Skurlik has been part of our highlight reel. She is a big shot maker. On the other hand, you have Carrie Einarson, whose team, the front 3, are in the top 3 and have been all week. It was struggles with Carrie. But in those 2 comeback games and last night, she's gone from cardiac Carrie to championship Carrie, and that could pose trouble for Alberta.
Yeah, she's looked very, very sharp. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Nova Scotia champions from the Halifax Curling Club are skipped by Christina Black. They have reverted now again. They just play this 5-man rotation. So we've got Carly Everest, Jen Baxter, Jill Brothers backing her up. The reigning Canadian champions, #1 in our country, #1 in the world out of the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Rachel Homan with Sarah Wilkes, Emma Miscue, and Tracy Fleury. And because of their undefeated record, clearly 2 games better than Nova Scotia, Team Canada has a choice of last rock. They've taken that. They had the choice of stones. They've taken their yellows. And so we're ready to go. Nova Scotia will play the red. I'll just briefly tell you that in the other game, because they were both 6-2, they had to draw the button there, and Carrie Einarson won the last rock in the game that Kathy will be watching. So we're set to go on this qualifying Friday. Christina Black has the brush down, and we're ready to get it underway with the Nova Scotia lead. This is Carly Everest.
We talked about it all week. The ice has gone from very straight to the rocks, quite swingy, and now it's slowly getting straighter and straighter. Around the button, there was still some curl. We'll have to see as it goes along if it does straighten out. That's been a little bit of the issue for some of the players. It's taken a little too much ice later in the game. That curled.
Yeah, and you always wonder too, in a game where they're not throwing that last stone draw, the teams may not break in the path to the button in that coming home area of the ice quite as well. Sometimes they throw a little bit more of a variety, get a good read on the sheet. So you might see some differences in paths to start this game.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind, Joe, is only 2 games, not 4. Airflow is different. Building people here different. So it's something that the skips talked about in their post games last night, and something that they have to keep in mind. So up goes that off center guard by Nova Scotia, and right around and trying to force the game right away is Rachel Homan, and around they go. They'll leave a little piece. Time for the keys to the game. Let's start with Nova Scotia.
I anticipate all those straight spots. It's just so easy to brush it out of the thrower's hand and back the thing up. It's not going to come back in a straight spot. And playing with house money, Team Nova Scotia has to look at this game that they're the underdogs. It's not sudden death. Let's go out, stay loose, make some shots.
5-6. No, 6.
Jill Brothers on the brush.
Just line. We're there. 7.
You have to remember a couple of years ago, the last time Christina Black was at a Scotties, she did eliminate Team Homan on this qualifying day.
Still close. Right to it. Right to it. Lock it on. Lock it on. Hard perception. Nice. Good shot, Carly. Good seat, guys.
Right down to it. Shot rock for the moment. Now the keys for Team Canada.
They'll want to focus on consistent releases, particularly in the straight spots. If they had a few misses yesterday, it was just being a little too careful and got a little extra curl crash in a few guards. And keep caddying. This team does such a good job of sharing all the information and keeping and picking each other up. They have to continue in those ways to perform the way they want to.
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by Sponge Towels. Absorb life. All of it.
Hard on. Hard if you're light. Just a hard.
Heads down here as they try to get it by this guard right away here. As there's suddenly more movement. Oh, and that's one that they're usually able to save. But they crash in front on Wilkes' second. 5 rock rule, 10 ends, 38 minutes. Thinking time, 1/62 time out. And of course, the no tick rule, center line guard on the center line until the fifth has been played. Jen Baxter back in the lineup.
Weight's good. No. Curl.
That's a bit of a story for the front end for Nova Scotia. Jen and Carly are out curling Emma and Sarah, and you don't see that very often.
Oh, and just catches enough to push it by and to the back 12. It's something that Christina says, Joe, isn't a bother. You know, she's played with all of them for so long. They all live in the Halifax, or, you know, Carly's down in Bedford.
Not that would finish,
so they get on the ice usually 3 times a week.
Yeah, and that team practice, the centralized training, is a real benefit that not a lot of teams in Canada have, to have all 4 players in the same area. And looking at it on paper, I was a little concerned about switching off the seconds, switching off Jen and Marley all week. They've just alternated every single game, but I think that they've been fine with it because they've done it all year, and they do get to practice together all the time.
Okay, get the separation, unlock a little bit. Kathy, in this format, well, now you get to pick from 2 different sheets, the games, correct?
Right, you get to choose from your sheet and the adjacent sheet. So all of these stones are from A or B. And I found Team Homan's not surprising. 5 from B, 3 from A. You usually take stones, probably Rachel's favorite from A and B, and they'll mix them up. What was really surprising to me was that Christina Black chose all the stones from sheet B, a game in which they beat Quebec, but Quebec had the opportunity to win. And a game in which we heard Carly Evers say, I have a fast rock, it's really hard to control. So it surprises me a little bit that they didn't try to take another set that they felt more comfortable with and that they matched.
That is a surprise.
And really interesting, just on the sheet that I'm watching, because there was not a clear favorite, Carrie Anderson got to choose color of stones or second practice. She chose yellow, which shouldn't be a surprise because she won 2021, 2022, and 2023 throwing yellow. It's obviously good vibes.
Yeah, outstanding. Their number earlier in the week was somewhere, I think they topped 70%, but that says something when you're scoring 2 or more with last rock at a 60% clip.
Homan slowly working their way into a chance at a big score here. Be very careful with this coming around a corner guard without hammer.
That's good. That's
it's a very simple double there if Homan gets the chance.
I'm glad we saw it.
Jill Brothers in her first season with the team, moving over after throwing the 4th stones for Heather Smith, the Nova Scotia champion a year ago in Calgary.
So many provinces, you see it now where the top curlers amalgamate and to take 2 good teams and try to get to one great one.
Big carry here, ladies. Baxter, Everest, and just there. So they are second shot, 1, 2, or pardon me, third shot. 1 and 3 belong to Nova Scotia.
Just run the guard.
Want to run, plant it?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
You can't see enough on the outturn to make the double. If you do make the double, it's going to jam on the yellow on the right, so the run back makes more sense. One of those slightly tougher but maybe better result shots.
Is it like a third, half? Like 3/4.
Oh, okay.
Thick 3/4.
Okay.
You don't want to go over the top or it's going back indoors. Like, I'd rather roll to here.
Okay.
They're real close together.
Right where you throw it, Trace.
This is where I'm fascinated with Holman's strategy. Is she's throwing down how to miss this ankle race, and she's so right. If Tracy hits this thin, the back one goes straight back, takes out their own.
Wilkes, head down, never peeks. Oh, there was a slight little look, and then they'll touch that Nova Scotia stone on the way by. And now it looks as if they maybe won 2, Nova Scotia, without last rock.
Yeah. Slightly better throw.
Yeah, just,
Easy to do that there. Didn't want to miss wide, as we explained. It would have ran into the jam situation, but fresh pebble out there. The first peel, sometimes it just picks up a little bit more curl than expected.
5, 6.
So this is that creaking of the door, I guess, a little bit. Albeit they don't have the hammer, but You just got to miss out of them. So now what does Nova Scotia do with it?
No, you're absolutely right, Vic. Like I said, it was looking like a potential great score for Homan. I want to get that closer than the yellow, not quite.
Softer.
Running different
You
paths.
need that same release. Yeah, it's okay. Just so release sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just draw.
That is the word of the
Good.
week. Release sensitive.
I got a 15-8 on there.
Okay.
15-7. Okay.
Okay, it looks like it does finish. That looks like good ice.
Similar to your draw line.
Yeah.
Sarah's referring to Tracy's draw line from the pregame practice. Just threw a peel on her first, so
Waist close.
nice reminder.
Line's great.
Seen this
Go
line.
ahead.
Tracy will have a great idea of how much to throw.
Go ahead. You can go. Room. 5. Whoa. Room. Lots of room. 5. Need to be here. Have to be here. Always finish. Have to be here. Head down. Go. Finish. Finish. All you got. Go. Hard. Need shot. Go. Farther. Go. Go. Go.
And will they get that shot, Stone? Yes, they do. And it's something that Tracy Fleury said to me before the game. These two will wilt and miss
earlier, but I saw it
the number
floating. I
of
was like, I
stones
can't.
they save or the draws they make. It's world class, obviously, but it's the difference between winning and losing. How many times?
Yeah, okay.
You can't even count, and especially for Emma and Sarah, they work so hard off the ice with their training. It's cardiovascular, strength training, but beyond that, they're so smart with how they manage. They really trust each other, and they're really good at communicating with the person in the house.
And as a longtime skip, I can tell you, sitting in the hack, and you know you've got that on the left and the right of you coming out. It's so important. It gives you that confidence.
Oh, yes. I think so.
Didn't get buried here, though, so Christina can try to punch this through the hole and roll it to the open side. Doesn't want to flirt with jamming.
I got 10-5.
I'd love to keep her shooter around.
11. Yeah. I got 10-5. Whoa. Whoa. 11. Clean. Yeah.
Skip Stone's here in one.
Whoa. 11. Whoa. Yes.
Everest, does it take off on them a little bit? Oh, they got it by. They jam it at the back, though. A double jam.
I got an 11. I got an 11.
Shot rock is Team Canada.
Why weren't we on it? I don't know.
I got an 11. Nice night.
Those are the ones that haunt you, hey, Russ? Nice throw and just mismanaged there on the line call.
Yeah, just had to be on it. It was bang on with the weight call.
It seemed to jump by the way they were yelling.
We can't jam on that back, Trace.
Yeah, you see so many draws. They weren't going crazy there. I mean, they were giving maybe 2 feet of ice for the come around, so you assume that the tap will go
By the
straight.
time it got here, it was like nothing.
Just died a
The
little
weight
bit.
came off a little bit. So if the weight comes off, it will curl a little more, and that's what surprised Jill.
Straight through. Yep, sounds good. How do you think it'll run? Very straight. Okay. Speed seems good here. Yeah. Okay.
Heard Emma, that's so important. We just watched the last rock from Nova Scotia die. They feel in tighter here. This is a better path to let the skipper know you don't have to overthrow this.
Hack. Little light. Whoa. Little light.
Homan's first.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Hard. Hard. You really gotta go.
Boy, look at this go, too. That's a similar path.
Gotta go. Hard.
And push it back, and that's been a constant the whole week. The houses we have seen are not as lively as in maybe past events, and that would maybe have gone out in another Scotties, but not this week.
They did yell a little light early, but you're right, Vic. Once the rock that's being raised doesn't seem to have any energy ever, but that was light from day one. They caught it just in time to get it by.
I was scared to jump on the sweep in a straight spot.
Like top
They
four?
could have afforded to do that there, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Nova Scotia's rock did the same thing.
Yeah,
20-ish,
15,
yeah.
20, yeah.
Speed's pretty good. Just make sure you have a nice release.
Great opportunity here for Christina Black to sit too.
Yeah, playing down to the corner of the one at the back of the 8-foot.
I think so.
Christina Black, final stone. Wanted to say, or us to say, hello to her mom, Carol, who's watching. So
Line 6. Heavy
Consider it done, Carol. Your daughter's in the qualifier of this year's Scotties.
Straws have been dying.
Gotta bury an inch.
Baxter. Everest. Keep it going. Oh, wonderful drag. Wonderful shot. Right to the corner. To sit the 2.
Beautiful shot.
It felt like a pretty good throw.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a 12, so yeah.
Nice adjustment. You know, we watched 2 rocks come up a lot shorter than both teams expected.
Sweepers went to school too. They were on that pretty much the whole way. They weren't afraid to hurt that one. You see that? It's got nice finish at the end. The weight just has to be really close.
Last night we saw that down the center in the first end, at least 5 missed light.
So final stone and facing 2 for Team Canada. And
Like mine did too.
you were saying earlier that Rachel Homan hasn't been in this situation very often this week.
No, but one thing she's done very well all week is her draw weight has been spot on, but will be put to the test here right off the hop.
Slightly wider than her previous throw.
Needs full forefoot. Drawing against a couple.
Little light.
Go ahead then. Line's perfect. No backing. 7. Line's good.
So 7 is T-line
Not
weight.
on it yet. Not on it yet. Curl if you need a piece.
Oh. It's got to sit, Trace.
Curl if you need a piece. Curl. Curl.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just back 4. Good.
Just back 4. There's that little piece. 1 yellow it is. Nova Scotia comes out throwing punches. This is going to be a good one. Sarah Wilkes throws the lead stones for the reigning Canadian champions from the Ottawa Curling Club on this qualifying Friday. Here at the Scotties, down from 18 teams to 6 remaining. Heading into the final 3 days. Team Canada forced to take their single, very well played, first end for Nova Scotia and Christina Black. So here in 2 it is the team from Halifax that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stones. This is Carly Everest. It's interesting to note in Team Canada, of course, you got number 1 in our country. In Carrie Anderson, number 2. Kayla Skurlik, Alberta, number 3, and Christina Black, number 4.
Coming down a bit.
Top 4 teams are remaining, as well as number 9, Corinne Brown out of BC, and number 11, Danielle Inglis of Ontario.
Well, that's what you want. You're looking for your best representatives, so you want the top teams fighting it out in the playoffs. Didn't look like it was going to be the top 4 for a while.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster of a week.
Line's okay. Curl if you're heavy.
Line's fine. Whoa.
Curl if you're heavy.
Whoa. Let me know. 5, 6. Coming down
Make
here.
sure we're here. Make sure we're here.
Whoa.
You got room still. Yep.
Line.
Curl.
Whoa.
We're to it. Touch center. Touch center.
Yep.
Touch center.
Carve,
You got to move
carve
it.
if you
move
can.
It, move it.
Okay, good.
Okay, I think it might be time to move something. You can
Yeah,
get low.
you Okay.
You can get low on, or you can get low on that guy.
So these are the standings when it comes to the Canadian team rankings. Homan, Anderson, Skurlik. Interesting note, Caitlin Laws was here, eliminated last night. Kate Cameron, Manitoba champion, eliminated. Beth Peterson, didn't she lose to Cameron in the final, Kathy?
did, yeah.
All right, and then there's Kayla McMillan, who lost to Corinne Brown in the BC final. So the top 10 well represented, and number 11, of course, is Inglis from Ontario.
Series of beautiful freezes. This last one's just an inch and a half wider than where they wanted it.
Hard.
It's really close.
Hard. 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 Keep going. I was like, it's just hard to get it
That's
anywhere
really good.
but there.
Yeah. Good.
Great.
Unlocks them. Still Team Canada is sitting the 1.
Think right on top to
weight, Em.
Shooter rolled to a nice spot, though. It should be almost fully open on the left-hand side of the sheet there. It's an usable spot for Christina Black.
This has to be getting a little bit quicker now.
I like it. Clean it. Clean. Yep. 5-6. Yep. Looks like.
Yep.
5. Need to tap it.
Yep.
Need to get to center.
Line's good. How's tapping?
Yep.
6. Sweep 6. Whoa. Wait.
Curl.
Keep going, Trace.
Keep going. Keep
Hard,
going.
hard,
Keep
hard.
going. Move it. Really good.
Nice.
Great shot. Not great right now. Can we almost do the same thing?
Well, Kathy, it was Einarson
On the nose.
with last rock. They blanked the first with Skurlik.
And just very much an open and both teams just waiting. There's lots of rocks in play in two, but one was very simple.
Push this one onto that. Just move it an inch or two.
How much
And
weight?
compared to the 60% conversion rate for Team Canada, Einarson is only at 39%, 2 or more with last rock.
And I think some of that stems, Vic, from earlier in the week when Carey was just having some struggles.
We're really close.
Way
So
close.
it'll be easy.
Well, 43,
Yep.
45, 50, 55 is usually
Yep.
the number teams are very comfortable with.
Trying to keep it on the nose here
Sit. Sit.
by overcurling, which gets you buried. It didn't move the
Pretty good weight, I think.
Canadian rock quite far enough.
Good weight. Yeah. You have it
A lot
on.
of red, though.
Yeah.
I have 2/3.
Okay.
Make that back double, maybe? Can you see enough of that? Sure you can.
We just try to freeze on that one.
We could top this.
Yeah, get a little low and tap it.
Okay.
We've seen it a bunch.
Like T-line.
This is dangerous. You can tap it buried, roll away is
You can
another
use that
option, but
floor.
if you
Like drawing to the back.
high side this a little bit, you might set up
like
as
just straight
much
draw
as a
to the
triple.
back.
I like
Or what else do you do? I guess you've got the red double.
That one shot, the top 8 one shot over those.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Yeah, it looks
I like
a little
that.
harder. Okay.
I think because they know this path and it's Tracy throwing, I like this call, and it puts a lot of pressure on Nova Scotia to be precise with their hits. Earlier in the week, Canada would opt for the safer call, if you will, and we've seen a lot of their ends go with the full 10 ends, even though they've controlled, and I think maybe today they're just trying to put a little more pressure on their opponent.
I just think if you nose ours, they can't slash it anymore. If you come around, they're slashing that double.
Which double?
Like yellow.
Oh, okay.
And they might even plant it and pick yours off the frozen one.
Oh,
Whereas
I
if
see.
you nose,
Yeah.
then I don't think they can
Then if we
slash
get
it
right
and
to
get
them.
our.
So are you thinking like nose tap it to
Because I
freeze?
think their reds are in the way if we nose tap.
Nose tap it to freeze to the back
Yeah,
red? Or?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what are we playing, Trace?
Nose tap.
Love the call. It's just that my concern is you
Probably the hardest one.
yeah, if you tick off and then it's
Maybe a little
you
impact, so 14.8 even.
line up a double
2
triple.
inches off center, guys.
Yeah, instead of coming, if you try to come around the rock top 8, you use your sweepers more, less precise on line.
Yes.
Who shot there, the yellow or the red at the
The
back?
yellow, Carey Einarson, and Lady Luck helped a little bit in this end. Carey was trying to go through a hole to lie 2 on her first. She ticked the guard, spun off her own, and spun for shot buried. And in trying to corner freeze it, Kayla went a little bit deep. That's the stone that Carey's electing to hit. She could draw, but is choosing to hit. Chance for 2.
Looking at the straight tap to freeze that stone of the back 4. That's pretty close.
Reed's good. 11-3. Good.
And that'll be for 2 for Einarson.
Into there.
Yeah. Hey. How much weight?
How much?
Heel.
Heel.
No, right at her.
Right at her. You got this. Nice toss.
Does it accomplish anything, though?
Yeah, for sure. It shrinks the scoring area. And I thought Christina would call that red double. And so now you're running the wrong coloring if you're Nova Scotia.
But yellow onto yellow. Here we go. And stuffed it, gets the one at the back. Still leaves the
Straight tight. Shoes just tight, yeah.
Team Canada sitting the 2. And there are rocks to be promoted.
There was a half rock double on the left-hand red there that would have been really nice. You would have been sitting 3 Nova Scotia rocks. I don't disagree with it was a dangerous rock. They would have been leaving.
You could ever touch the red, the yellow, like 2 inches. Pretty.
What are you seeing, Rach?
I just thought if we ever touch this here,
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
just move it over a hair.
Yeah. Is it easier like a hair high?
I think we know this line.
You can't draw. Yeah.
I like this.
Okay.
I like this.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Let's make it.
The idea, I'm assuming here, Joe, is if you can touch that center guard, move it one way, shooter rules the other. Now you've taken out the 2 possible raises on either side. Is that it?
I think
Exactly.
we have to touch that. Yeah.
Just it's extremely precise. You could end up not guarding anything if it overcurls and ends up freezing the nose, for example.
Rachel forces Tracy Fleury time and time again to try those extremely precise shots, but more often than not, they're made.
You could hear Rachel whispering about that red slash you were talking about, Russ.
Yeah. I don't think they noticed it.
I think that's why she said it so quiet. You don't want to gift your opposition with strategy. Let them see it for themselves.
Speed's good here, Tracy.
This is extremely precise.
Does it matter which way you come at this, Russ? Because I think Emma Miskew thought maybe they play the out turn at it to push it and then spill off.
Yeah, you could do that too. This is curling.
Just easy, not too hard.
Foot past it.
Gotta go a little for weight.
Yeah.
Curl.
Perfect.
Really good.
Good enough.
Very nice. I think so.
Great shot, Tracy.
Very nice. Smart call. We often say you can't guard both. Well, they just did.
You could probably do that. Okay. There's enough space.
You could still hit that red one, Joanne, onto the left yellow. You might not get in for shot, but then you open up shot. There's that option too.
Yeah, try to sit second behind Plow.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
Can you play the tap on the red on the left-hand side as we look at it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks like there's enough space to do that.
Okay, if you think there's enough, I like it.
I think it's scary if you miss that tap, so I do like opening up the front here if you're Team Nova Scotia.
Still
Yeah, I
early
think
enough.
so. In turn?
Yeah.
It's when to bail, isn't it?
You got it.
This is a very small
Real
port,
skinny.
though. You've got to get this one of them extremely thin.
Yeah.
Isn't this the shimmy? Isn't this what they're trying to do? The shimmy
Scooch?
through? The scooch through?
Yeah, we heard a shimmy this week.
We did.
So in turn, just whisper.
Catch one too thick, though. The shooter's just going to stay right around the center line area, which is not what they want. This is, again, quite precise.
Yep.
They're good. Guard option.
This is who you want throwing it, though. Joe's very strong at her takeouts.
Jill Brothers.
Curl. Follow it.
Shimmy.
Follow it.
Want to line that up.
There you go. Bang, bang.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah.
Good job.
Great throw.
Thanks.
There was
Just a little more.
probably an 80% chance they weren't going to get that into the rings. Nice shot. Little unlucky. If those reds were lined up on the yellows.
Hopefully. I mean, they're all overlapped. Just not great angles, but we'll have something. Good job.
I just didn't touch.
Yeah, there you go.
First one.
Best shimmy of the week.
Yeah, I just need to touch it out.
Yeah, that looks a little scary to me to touch this.
Looks like the nose hard. Releases that. I just don't know if it's jamming over there.
I think I have to hit it thin.
But
like
I think
a
then it
quarter.
might drag, and then it's just going
Well, there's
straight
so
in.
much space that I think it'll.
I'm a little worried about the drag, whereas
Yeah, for sure.
nose definitely clips it.
I'm just not sure I have a shot then.
Can you tap this just a tiny bit?
Yeah, I don't think they could be hitting any of these reds.
I could hit this.
Christina's happy if they do, too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's just they're gonna have that.
Like
Yeah, they have a
it's
spot
ugly
point.
with the
Yeah,
Reds
we never
controlling
draw
the
around
scoring
it.
area, but you are sitting 2 here, and there's only 2
Another
Nova Scotia Rocks
We
left.
could. Yeah, for sure.
What else are you thinking?
Or
Do you want to use our timeout?
I don't think we should yet.
We're short. Like,
Tuck around like.
I would hate to like leave a triple.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we come back here. Like this one shot over this one.
It just could leave like a double. But.
yeah, I know. If we can ever go here, then I think this 6 is always jamming.
Okay, let's try that.
We know the speed.
Where do you want to see for group?
This looks so automatic, no?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the speed is out here? I'm thinking similar, like, I think you can throw similar to what you threw
Just
last
get
time.
another one
maybe a
in
hair
there if
more.
you're Team Canada.
Sorry? Similar to 2 feet more.
this,
What do you think?
everything in Rachel's
3 feet more.
Sure.
being is saying I got to hit
So
something
ideal
at a high
kind of
speed, but
team.
I think this is the prudent call here. Got to make it though.
Yep.
That side yellow shot over the ones in the 12-foot too, so
Yes.
that's of comfort.
At the moment.
I'm gonna go a little wider here. You assume it'd be slower, and they want to be behind the tee line.
Okay, line's a little close. Okay,
Line only.
clean. 9.
Stay
Nine.
close.
Wait only.
Rachel Homan first.
9, Sarah.
Skipstone here in 2 has the early lead, 1-0.
Yeah. 9.
Wilkes.
Oh,
well, it's gotta be it.
Heavy.
Whoa,
Stop.
Line only.
Yep, gotta roll it deep. I think. Yep.
Going to take a little rub here. Yep. Oh boy, and then just spills back. They are sitting 3. They are sitting
Nice
3.
weight.
They were trying to wrap it around.
Some sort of double? Maybe.
Well, that's not ideal, hey?
At least it will open it up a little bit.
I just don't want it to wick too hard.
It will go into that one if it does.
You might even have a better angle on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just hit it into there.
If you could
and
make
then
that double, you're actually making that triple, which goes this
there'll
way.
be second shot, and then I'll have that one or these ones.
Depending on
She
what
won't
she
be able
does,
to guard
yeah.
them both. What kind of weight?
This is a straighter approach.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 10-5. What
yeah,
are you thinking?
I like that.
Yeah,
'cause I
that
don't-
looks like max ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Yeah,
in
I
the
do think we
edge.
can hold this spot.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Because
you got it.
that is frozen solid, you should draw a straight line through those. This is going to hit the north side of that rock in the 4-foot.
In the first, it was a wonderful draw by Christina Black that led to the force.
Really was, Beck. A little fresh down there. It's easy to be amped up. Really good composure with the brushing here. Just off on, gets it by barely and sticks it on the corner.
Yeah, great brushing too by Jen Baxter and Carly Everest. Led to the force of 1. Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together. Here we go, Black.
I'm not
Going
sure.
to angle something back here with her first.
I'm not sure they can sit second shot this way.
Everest trying to hold it up here. Back it goes, bang, and now spins away and leaves the
Good speed.
Team Canada sitting the 2.
Just overcurled a little.
But I
It was
think
never
it's over
going anywhere else but there because it was frozen on the corner of their own rock.
Yep.
They're now looking at a double to sit, what, 4?
I felt it must have been really light.
3 for sure.
It wasn't like.
Yeah, they threw less weight, hoping to keep
the way
that
they
red,
hit and
make
barely,
it stop
moved.
like
I was like, oh,
there.
I know. Yeah.
Just bounced a little harder. Slight overcurl too. It's more than they want, less than they wanted to hit.
Right.
You'll have this hit and roll.
Normal. Okay.
How are you throwing it?
Wrong person to leave this shot.
Yeah.
Even if you hit it thick and roll.
I think so.
Top
Drag it
4, edge on edge here in awfully good shape.
Slight stagger of those are the top 8. Final rock for Team Canada. And Rachel Homan.
Good. Hair light.
Little light.
Nothing yet from Wilkes. Now she's got her a little bit. Some late licks. Bang. And coming across. And we'll sit there. They've got it well protected, that forefoot.
Beautiful. That's better than making the double, I think.
A little light. I was worried. Fresh. We might.
You guys did great.
No, you guys did great. But
I was just, I think when you started cleaning, I was just giving you feedback that it was still going out. Yeah. That's why I was trying to be loud.
it looked a little light. I don't know what it timed, but
11?
Yeah, if Rachel had rolled behind
Just
the
with the transfer and the roll.
Red's top 12, there would be an open hit and flop for Christina.
Yeah, they took away the easy shot.
but it was for good reason.
This is tough. Like you roll left, you're a winner, but you've got to get pretty close to those red guards.
Rachel just went wider trying to come back four. She ended up wrecking on the rock that was top four. They found some curl here.
They do snap.
Looks like they're going to play some, like a light hit weight at it, I would assume.
That's the rub and roll?
Yes.
Yeah, like 11-2. Okay. Take the inside half, roll to the batting.
Inside half.
Right now it is Team Canada sitting 3. So we play in the second. Final stone, the last rock belonging to Nova Scotia.
Right to the broom. Yeah, right at the broom.
And he's going to have to skinny those stones top 12.
And that's the worry when it's you're 4-0 if you wreck.
Final stone facing 3. Christina Black. How to get off those guards. That's what Baxter's trying to do. Keep it off those guards. Keep it off those guards right there. Now come through. Oh, you got it. Oh, now you look. And I think she's going to give up a steal of 1.
I think that actually hit the back side of the red.
1 yellow.
1 yellow it is.
It should have curled more than that by the guards. It had to feather it.
Team Canada will steal a single. How close to being terrific. And it just stopped. Christina Black. Team Canada leads it. Carly Everest, originally from Thunder Bay, so she's come home to play this year's Scotties, throwing the lead stones for the team from Halifax, the Nova Scotia champions, Christina Black, who find themselves now down by a couple, giving up that steal of 1. But they once again will have last rock. They have the hammer, playing the red stones here in 3. So a couple of guards, 1 wide stone sitting on the edge of the 4, or the edge of the 12, pardon me.
Easy line.
Top 12. Real. Weight's close.
Emma Miscue.
Looks heavy. Line's good. How's line? Good. Don't need to curl. Don't need to curl.
Gotta go for weight.
Hard then. Hard. Head down.
Go farther. Go. Keep going.
Good. Real good sweep.
Good sweep. Top 4.
Alrighty. So you think a 20? Yeah.
Sounds good.
This, the way the rocks are lined up, it's shaping up for another end with a ton of rocks in play, and both teams are running out of time here early.
Yeah, they're too long. Lots of thinking time used in the first 2 ends here. I don't anticipate the game getting any simpler, so the last time you have to talk about decisions.
Roll. Really close. Carly.
Up for some exciting ends coming up.
Well, Christina got into some trouble with the clock yesterday, and I heard them at one of the breaks talking about less discussions in the hack, but that can also not be a good thing if you're talking about weight and line, but those are choices you have to make.
Yeah, Kathy, you're dead right, because we tend to be guilty of taking so much time to pick the shot and not trying to execute the shot.
I like it. Little light.
Let's talk, Kathy.
Back 4. Gotta go hard. Line's great. Try to curl. Hard. Line's great.
Just a 4.
Just curl.
Just
Curl.
a 4.
Curl. All you got, curl. All you got to get a piece under.
So it resulted in a steal of 1 for Team Canada, but we want you to have a listen now, because you can actually hear the stones come together. Didn't look like it, but you can hear it. just that little thump.
And look at this. Watch that top rock. Just goes left a smidgen.
Yeah, there goes.
Oh.
Anything else and any more, and it's steal 3.
4-0.
Straight,
Yep.
maybe the double, I don't know. He's just really sending them, sliding tight and sending them out.
Okay. Okay.
10-1.
10-1. Okay.
Unless you think this is easier.
It's okay.
14-8
I
top
saw you.
8.
We need back 4.
Okay.
Just had a big sweep. So
It was one of those opportunities for Team Nova Scotia. That door creaked open a little bit. Canada was trying to play the come around. They were open. That was a chance to sit 2. Early in the end, there would have probably been an opportunity for a double, but you can see it can be frustrating as the opposition when you're playing against a favorite like this, not being able to capitalize.
And for, Tracy Fleury says, look, it's their success. We talk often right there about the Brushers and Wilkes and Miskey, but it comes down to their rock placement, right? It's putting everything in the right place, and if you do, then they put the pressure on the opposition.
Go, Race, go, go, go.
Homan out now.
Hard, 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 hard.
Is the straightening out there too?
Good feed.
Rage. Rage.
Did I also?
No, I told her to get rid of that rock. Okay, well, let's call it like that then.
Probably this.
Yeah.
I like 11.
So seeing something about that stone that Tracy's throwing?
Well, Emma's asking Rachel, that's 2 in a row they've missed on this side. So she said, is it straightening out in this path? And Rachel said that Tracy was a little bit wide. So then Emma said, well, was I too? And she said, no, I think your rock's a little straighter. This team will always close the loop. They figure out what happens so they can learn and make the next one.
11-2.
And they've only thrown these stones once.
Yeah.
Wins against New Brunswick and Nunavut, and no disrespect to those 2 teams, but I don't know how much the Homan team was tested.
And sometimes when you're matching in practice, you throw the same path so many times that you may not see the differences until you're throwing in the game in different lines.
Forward. Curl.
I don't think it's going to work here.
Trying.
Curl.
Keep going.
Curl.
Trying to help it over. Sarah Wilkes.
Good. You got to come
And she'll
back.
leave it right there. Shot rock does belong to Nova Scotia.
sorry.
Behind those 2 centers.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
roll
Punch
it.
back.
Maybe move, Albert.
That's my first thought.
I know, we're just punching
Same
that in the
way.
open, though.
Your first thought here is get some separation. So if you ever kick the buried one behind the corner,
Yeah, that was an 11-1.
so if you hit this hairy inside, you're queuing up a very simple double.
It's tough to leave that rock there. You'd want to ignore it and maybe come around the middle, but that's a pretty short race for Team Canada.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Push, Carly.
Hard.
Go, go, go. Sit.
That's
Gets
scary.
rid of the Canadian stone. Leaves their shot rock top edge. Pushes the other one to
I got a
the
10-8.
back edge of the 8-foot. So sitting the 2.
Actually hit their own first, actually. Got away with it.
So probably the best result, though.
Yes.
Is it easier to hit and roll off the other one, right?
Yeah.
Just a little inward.
It
I would have loved to have had
stuck in the back
that
of
red
the
at
head.
the left side of the screen stay a little closer in the 8-foot, because Rachel, I think, can make a hit and roll and sit shot behind all these centers.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the ice he's taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw this yesterday in their game. The lightweight taps, hacks, boards, ice in the middle of the rock.
If you draw a straight line on that, it actually wrecks.
Little light. Yep, there.
Then.
Rachel Homan's first as we play skip stones here in 3.
Okay, line's good. Clean. Hot. Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
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 Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
And pushes it through and then rolls into the hole.
Too good.
Yeah. Okay. This side will curl a little. Carly just sent hers out.
Okay, it
I
is the
think
straighter
right-
side of the ice, though, right?
Oh, right. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
okay.
is a straight spot.
11?
11, yeah.
Okay. 11, 11, 2?
Yeah.
Okay, got her.
think it surprised them. There was never a call to hold the line.
No.
Overrolled it.
Good throw. Your weight was perfect.
Yeah, I was calling it like it was an 11, but it was solid, so it overrolled.
There's the point. They hit it exactly where they wanted to if it had a hair less weight.
Right, Stan. Like you can. Yep. Yeah, right out there. Right at that broom.
Those hit and rolls, you've got to be so precise.
You think about how hard it is to get to the inside in that spot. That's the first time someone's done it, and then the weight's just a touch heavy. So close to perfect.
11.
Christina Black thinking that their team is a little bit forgotten. They may be number 4 in the country, but doesn't get a lot of the media attention as the other teams do. Ontario and West. And going to get the little flip. No, leaves it right there. But here they are. Alive on qualifying Friday. And the big win comes last night over Cameron to qualify, and then Homan being Homan runs through the field again, undefeated, second straight Scotties to go through round robin without a loss.
Chance to take this two-ender away here with a hit and roll.
Haven't seen much out this wide. Tracy threw a peel in the first end. You'd assume there'd be a little more curl on this side since the other side's so straight.
Yes.
Weight's good.
Firm speed here, though.
That's funny. Her last loss was to Black in Kamloops. Homan. Uh-oh, watch out now. Watch where this is going to spin to. Hit it too thin. Way to be there. Look at that.
It's the
Brothers right there, and so it will be the draw for 2 to tie.
Let's get it. Nice throw. Fuck, I had it.
We swept it.
So she's a nice
top
20.
eight.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even say 15.
Okay.
We threw it here already.
So
It's a
close.
heavier kick here. I threw 25 to the top 8, so you're going to need like a 15.
Okay.
Both of Rachel's curled a hair more than expected.
Just a really great sweep by Jill, too.
Yeah.
It's full 8.
Yep, right into her.
15, 20. Yeah, nice release. Gentle.
Okay, we got to go.
Oh boy, they picked her up right away. The watches say that she's a little light.
Her gentle, probably gentle release. Those don't carry quite as well.
Line's good, clean. 5. Fully.
Everest.
Yep, less than that. Yep. Yeah. Holy moly. 15-1.
Boy, they needed the brush just to save it as it was curling all the way down to the button they go. That door just opened, and Black walked through with 2.
My 25, I had a nice solid, like, forward momentum. It was like, no.
We're going to run this time. Here we go. Got it. Got 1, got 2. Want to touch them all. Get them all, and she does. Shaylin Stewart.
Whoa!
Just got to get a piece. Oh, and picks it out. 8-ball quarter pocket. Beautiful. Oh, what a shot. Caitlin Laws. Beautiful double.
Should go right on the rings.
Oh, look at that. For a bundle. Got this. Bang, bang. Oh, my. Look at this. Count them up. 5. Final stone. Here we go. Got it. Oh, here we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, great Kate. Final stone here in 6. Now, Burgess. Here we go. Bang, bang. Oh, wow. Look at this for 3.
Saved
How
it.
do you like that? Well, the honor of the Marge Mitchell Sportsmanship Award. Nancy Martin, the skip for Saskatchewan, was presented this prior to the game. Marge Mitchell won a national and the world championship back in '82. She died of cancer in '83. You saw there Sherry Anderson, who was here as a coach, longtime teammates. She's won that award 4 times. What does that say about the sportsmanship of Saskatchewan curlers?
We're nice people in Saskatchewan, Vic.
I'm surprised they let
The awards
you
are
in.
for
Surprised there wasn't a big fence. One of the truly nicest people in the game.
and a great player.
Yeah. And they came so close. They just missed out. It's a tough grind. Short round robin, 8 games.
Hard, gotta go, hard. Gotta go. Hard, gotta go. Go. Hard. Whoa. Okay, good shot, Em.
Oh, so good.
Around. Okay.
Shot rock for Canada buried just like that.
Yep, 2025, yeah.
When this team is rolling, you see Emma Miskew make those big weight run backs, connects, keeps her shooter on the side. And it took a little while to figure out where to put the broom and how to throw those shots this week.
Well, the ice changed too,
course.
Joe. So you figure it out, and then it changed, and you figured it out, and they sharpened the stones.
They weren't easy for any of the teams out there.
Sit down.
Okay, that'll do.
Okay, good judging.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, if I go through the hole, it's not the
With just one other game, we don't hear very much of you.
Hard for you.
Kathy, what's going on here?
Well, you saw one of those highlight reel shots, Kayla Skurlik, and she needs one. Did not get a lot of help from her team this end. Carrie is shot. She's trying to run a yellow-red combo and pick the shot stone off the lid. And will not. So a steal for Carrie Anderson to go up 3-0.
Not sure, Kath, if that was even makeable.
I'm not sure either, because she was close to where she needed to hit it.
Trying to tick the centerline guard and roll on.
Look at, she got it too.
I gotta go past it, gotta go past it. Keep going, go.
Send it. Good. Great shot, Em.
Oh my goodness. Think about it. You had 2 guards on a dangerous rock.
Like the double PO.
2 shots later from Emma Miskew, and look what you got.
Well, not only to make the tick, but to roll on, and then to roll on where there isn't a double. They wanted to be past it, so they didn't leave a double on the wing there.
That's so straight. It's very straight. She's going hard. I'm like, I saw it, like it wasn't moving. I'm like,
I like that.
and it's light.
Okay, this side's gonna be a hair slower.
Yep.
Maybe a hair, yeah.
Nova Scotia's got to be really careful. We got Tracy Fleury with 2, Rachel Homan with 2, trying to clean up the reds here to bring those yellows onto the scoreboard.
It's really close.
70!
Stick with it!
Am I down heavy?
No, just clean. 70!
Whoa,
So you
room!
gotta lift for a minute. So you gotta lift for a minute.
8.
No!
We're deep.
No. No, that's real heavy.
Yeah.
13-7. Sit down.
Stop moving.
And heavy they are for sure.
Shoot.
But I
I had tag on it.
Do we just make that?
Is that an overthrow, or is it just getting quick in that spot from use?
I think a little bit of both. The sweepers didn't hate it out of her hand, so maybe just a misread on the path. They haven't thrown, they threw all their draws on the other side in the second end, so just a little overcompensated there. It's just straighter on that side compared to the other one.
Go from 2 buried to looking at 3.
Let it settle. No. Needs to move. Yeah. It's got to crow big time. Get it off the line if you can. Okay.
Wow.
Going to give another chance. Give another go.
Yeah, if it, you only had to move that red one a foot, and then it probably changes this call. Now you can kind of risk it here now because you're going to be 1st and 3rd if you make it.
Gentler?
Yeah, I'm not sure though.
70!
A little gentler
Room. 70!
out of the hand of Jill Brothers in a 2-2 tie as we play here in the 4th.
Easy. Whoa. Still sliding really well. We're like a 9.
Well, straight.
Wow.
Straight. Hard. Hold it in the pocket. Hard.
And deep again. I wonder, would you ever think Russ of going with the intern around?
Yeah, you really could have. It might be a hair with that guard over that far. It might be a hair wider than they want to go into a new path, but sure.
You just draw top 4.
If I'm the thrower, I want to throw the same path, though. Just make the adjustment.
That adjustment comes what, through drive, leg drive?
Yeah.
Do you like 11? Or you could tap.
Jill just got caught. She didn't adjust big enough. I had actually a pretty different hog to hog, 13-7 on her first, 14-4 on the second. But in those straight lines, every rock it gets a little bit faster.
Tracy Fleury.
Little light. Whoa. Weight close. Whoa.
Real close. Yep.
10.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Little light.
Hard for weight then.
Go.
Curl.
Whoa, curl.
Go, Sarah, go.
Go, go, go.
Distance. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Go.
And hold the line. They do. Taps it back. They are Canada. Shot rock. Second stone belongs to Nova Scotia.
Much tougher shot than it really looked. It's the guard's so tight. It's so straight on that out turn. Perfect speed. I think they were hoping to kick that red a little to the right, and then there'd be a double available.
It floated it a little bit. Okay.
Still a good shot, though.
You always look for consistency over the course of a week. And for Christina Black, as high as, what, 86 against Newfoundland and Labrador, and a low of 71. That 71 came on the second draw, and everyone was really trying to figure out the ice and the stones. Skip stones here in 4.
Weight's really close.
Little room.
Be patient on the brushing here. You can leave this out there.
Only if you have to.
Yeah, we're a 6.
We're gonna go. Curl. You gotta go to the back. Really close. Go to the back.
Again, going to the back.
Yes. Hard.
I mean, they don't even flirt with that guard. And going to the back. They are the shot rock. They just can't keep anything in the top of the house.
I thought I was like.
You were.
I mean, I had a good release, but I knew
we were really close out of your hand, and then when they were, she was able to come to the back. So.
If you throw peel, do you think it's gonna touch that one? Probably.
I think it's gonna go flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't really
we're gonna lose our own.
I think we want to most importantly there.
Okay.
Just release this.
Okay. Sounds good. Back
Just
8.
back 8.
Okay. You got it.
You like that?
Yeah,
Our back one's going
flying.
Oh, well, our yellow one's going flying out.
Yeah, I just brought those in.
So is my shooter.
Now, there's the week that was. Interesting, her lowest game of the event so far is right now at 75, but everything else 80s. And then the 190 against New Brunswick.
Say 2. Okay. Those are small people, though.
Just a heavy freeze here for Rachel. Probably T-line out of her hand. Let the brushers make it.
9. You have room.
Just want to tap that red-yellow combo a little bit.
9's too much.
Weight's good.
Yeah. Not moving.
Yeah. 8, 9,
10.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Whoa.
Okay,
Can't
missed you.
bounce off.
Yeah.
Wilkes left.
Hard out.
Here we go. Got it by.
Hard.
Ooh, that's as close as anyone's come. But you got to stay on that side, and they do.
Really nice.
Wow.
Just
You
perfect.
get a time or no?
That's exactly the angle they wanted, Vic. Now that yellow-red, the red is very vulnerable to get it out of there.
Nobody has flirted with that guard. They did.
Yes.
Good shot. Yeah. If anything, right there is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Plan B.
Yeah.
You got her.
Same ice.
Yeah, you know it.
If you're really courageous, you could come off that red. But you wouldn't want to pick out your own.
Freeze
Oh,
on
the red on the right-hand side at 3 o'clock.
And then stick the yellow, and then you've got two buried, but quarter-inch narrow, you chip out your own.
Yeah.
That looks like more. I had you right on the edge there. Okay.
I guess it's not.
We need to stay on high side, nose.
Okay, give us the same throw. Okay, right at her.
I mean, if you can lay this on the corner, Joe, what does she being Rachel Homan, have to aim at with her last?
Well, there might be a blast if it's right on the corner. If she's kind of just 7/8 on the inside, I think you'll see Rachel try to draw for her too and go over the side of the button.
6. Close. We gotta go soon.
It's just a 4.
We gotta go.
That's dying. That's way lighter than they thought.
Somebody said just a 4, which would be a 12-foot stone. And that's really comes up light.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I had the same. She just needed to be on it hard. She pounded my first one.
Yeah, but
I felt the exact same.
they didn't slow it down 7 feet.
Well, it does a trick.
Yeah.
Like, they're only drawing for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, drawing for a couple.
Okay. Okay.
Needs full 4.
Yep. We're going to have to navigate a 4 here. You can still keep this here.
Yes,
Yeah, I do need to. Yeah. 15 to tee. You got it. Close. Yeah.
Depending on her raking it. And she's perfect on her first 3 draws.
Line's fine. Little heavy right now. Okay.
It's real close.
Hard line. Line's good. Hard line. Yeah. Wait on me.
Now they've backed right off. What does your watch say?
I missed it.
Oh, and so did they. Wow. So much for the 100%. A bit of a break for Nova Scotia, to be sure. Just one for Team Canada. (3-2). Team Canada leads Nova Scotia. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, on this qualifying Friday. From the 18 teams that started, we're down to 6 now. Still to play later today, Corinne Brown of BC, Danielle Inglis of Ontario. They'll play the losers of this one. Oh boy, that's a miss too. They were trying to get around that stagger as we play the lead stones.
Interesting. That shocked them, that come around.
Emma Miscue.
Yeah, line. Yeah. 5. Yeah, line. Light. Line's great. Weight's good. Little light. Go ahead. Just a 5. Drag it. 4. Hard. Hard. You gotta go line. Hard. Hard. You're behind. Get in here. Distance. Go. A little farther. A little farther. Good sweep.
Great.
15. Can we ever just peel the yellow? Huh?
Not really a fan of all this.
Hey.
Yup. Maybe a hair low. Clip that one. Flex like into that guy. A hair low.
Thinking blank here now.
You got it.
Easy peel. Yup.
Chen Baxter.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Okay.
Oh. Interesting.
Did ever.
Still got a chance to go behind. All right. Boy, you were just speedy here.
This game has moved along, no question about it. An absolutely perfect shot by Kayla Skurlik on her first, hitting and rolling frozen. That is the shot stone, that red one that you saw. Carrie tried to corner freeze on her final. She did corner freeze, but it overcurled a bit, so it is the Alberta team that is shot, looking for a draw to bite the floor for 2.
Just her second draw. I was going to say you're Speedy Gonzalez, but that just shows my age.
It does. And it really has been that in going away the odd ends, neither team has been prepared to throw a lot of rocks in play until now.
So they'll go to the break as we still play in 5.
Scotia didn't quite have the angles figured out on the previous shot, but rolled in, snuggled in, buried, frozen. It kind of might work out here. Red, yellow, yellow, red combo here.
Big! Whoa. Big! Close. No.
Curl. Good. Nice shot. Good.
Do we ever throw one
Start
guard?
this yellow.
Yeah, I agree. Guard the yellow.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Yep.
Hey, you could keep it there. It comes back.
It's like they're in a bit of a pickup here, trying to earn
Line's really good. Good overcurl.
some time back on their clocks.
Yeah, line.
So the you said earlier, Russ, that maybe Nova Scotia was looking at the blank. No more now.
That's right. They didn't get the angle right, and it's going to be tricky to blank now.
Hard, finish. Keep going, more. Hard, all you got, hard, more.
Nice shot.
Good, really good.
Oh man, I'm dying.
Came off a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like a bomb.
Yeah.
That doesn't look great.
Into there. Get them all going.
Yeah, it should drag onto the red.
Not that yellow one.
Heel should be
No.
straight.
I don't think so. You want to
I don't think
cross
so
it
either.
and it'll spin.
Yeah.
Chance to open up the middle here. That stagger situation is not helping Nova Scotia.
You get both yellows, your blanks back.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Should jump on it.
Phil saying earlier in the week how much
Alrighty.
she's just enjoying throwing the third stones and playing with Christina. She didn't think there was anyone who loved the game more than she does, and she did. Christina does.
That's left. I think you have to go a little bit.
Okay.
1.5.
Room.
2.
It's running.
Got some room.
1.5.
I can just clean it.
Little less weight.
Sarah's
Hold
doing a
on.
snowplow there. She was just leaning on her broom.
1.5. Yeah.
Extend the life of this rock.
Curl.
Rules have changed, huh?
Curl.
Weren't supposed to do that years ago.
Yeah, you actually, you see some teams, if they're going to do it, they'll do it for the first half of the sheet. There's been some testing done where a really hard snowplow is almost as good at keeping that rock alive and then you save some energy in your tank until the second half when you have the most effect as it starts to slow. That's when you start seeing the frequency of the brush stroke increase.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Baxter, here we go.
Nice. Good.
They'll get rid of their own, open up everything.
That was just always happening.
Yeah, it was never going to drag onto that.
No, that's great. I was like,
somebody
I can't
mentioned
count
it
hard
would
enough to spin
earlier.
it anymore. No, but we had to get it a little more open. Good job.
Too much ice.
Is this the same ice as Tracy?
That's closer, yeah.
Okay. Looked like she kept hers there. For a second one, no? Okay. Okay, speed's good here. Yeah. Same as you've been throwing in.
Okay. 15 to tee.
Yeah.
Seconds flat to T line, which is not where they want this. They're just throwing a tight guard here, but that's a nice speed.
I remember earlier we saw every game so far in round robin 80% or better, so that's her low right now, 69%.
Needs to curl.
Little, no.
It's real tight. Yep.
Little bit. Yep.
Whoa.
Good.
Whoa. Good spot.
Easier? It's probably an easier shot, to be honest.
Yeah, because if you run this by.
Yeah, and then they draw, and I'm drawing against 2. So just make that double peel.
6-1 here because the top double peel's easier,
Okay.
but then the rock that's on the pin is hard to outdraw. So Rachel just cap it. You've got a tough shot for 1. You could play the left-hand double with softer weight and hang in the rings. Rachel then has to hit it.
I don't mind the same shot. We've seen it a lot.
Like if she makes this and rolls, are we going back forward?
Like roll. But she's going to roll out, right? She's double peeling and rolling out. Do you like guarding?
Saying if she makes the 4-foot one and rolls, do you want to come around ours or do you want to go to the wing and give it force?
Oh, if she rolls onto the ring.
She makes this run back.
She's not playing that. She's playing the double peel. I think. Yep. Hard. Hold it.
Jan Baxter. You got them both? No, she'll drive it through.
Should have just got off that from day one. Make the double.
Interesting.
Try to get it a little more.
Tough one, Gina.
Rachel Homan and Tracy Fleur just couldn't get on the same page of what shot was being played.
Yeah, Rachel didn't realize they were playing the top double. She thought they were playing the run back, and she was saying, if she makes that, then what do? We only have one in the 12-foot.
They should have played one of the two run backs, the out-turn run back or that one. They could have just let that curl and they would have made it. It was the old in between.
They didn't touch it.
Tough to score now.
Yeah, and you can hold it too. They just don't want more.
That was right out of junior.
3-4. Let it curl. Line right now. Okay. Curl her.
After she had won the Canadian Junior Championship in 2010.
Are we on that? Can we wick off?
It's like top 8.
I don't know if you need
curl.
to.
Top 8.
Wow.
I'm going to say this because I'm a skip, but they didn't manage that one as well as they probably could have.
No, they didn't want to try to carve it because they just wanted it to grab and settle. It was a little bit heavy. Would have been maybe 12-foot, but
any more curl?
Yeah, just a breakdown there. You rarely ever see that with this team.
Yeah. Any chance I get to pick on a front end is.
Yeah.
There's two of us to one of you. You're fully aware of that, right?
Who's in better shape?
There's only one
and
of
we
us
know where you live.
There's only one. There's only one in a warm booth.
Oh, that's fighting dirty.
Still, you have to navigate a bit of a port here for Nova Scotia.
Yeah, down that center line.
I'm not sure it's a chance you even expected to have here. Probably looking at that wide out-turn draw. Here you got to go through this hole now. Here we go. You have the chance to get your single. Trying to hold it. Keep it off that stone coming up. Keep it off that one. Keep it up, but oh no. Oh dear. And they one to another, and they will give up a steal of one.
I thought I had that. I was almost yelling low. It was a little too muddy.
As we were coming down, I kept going.
When you get the chances against home, you got to make them.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Well, Rachel Homan, her numbers suggest she's not necessarily on her game at the moment, but the most important score is the board, and it's 4-2 as we check the numbers after 5.
Lots of opportunities available for both teams. The only two coming in that third end when Homan rolled too far on her hit, and there was an opportunity for 2 for Canada and 4 unable to capitalize with that draw, and that wreck from Christina Black will stand out for them. That was an opportunity to tie it up here, and not numbers we're used to seeing from either skip.
No, and that crash reflected in her hit numbers, 54. Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. Down by 2. Nova Scotia will have last rock when we come back. Well, some people call him the snowshoe art guy. That's Kim Asmussen. He's the retired principal from Schreiber, Ontario, about 1,100 people, and that's east of Thunder Bay. And it was during COVID that he got the idea to go out and do this kind of wonderful artwork along the north shore of Lake Superior. It adds to his winter hobbies of ice sculpting, and the snowshoe art have become internationally renowned. As we welcome you back to our continuing coverage. We started a week ago with 18 teams, down now to 6 as we play on this qualifying Friday. 2 more qualifying games tonight. The losers of these 2 will move on to play Corinne Brown and Danielle Inglis in a must-win to advance. 4-2, Team Canada. And, you know, it's interesting you said earlier about Nova Scotia once again has last rock playing the Red Stones. You said they were looking for the blank and then they didn't work out for them. They got a miss from Team Canada when they maybe would have had to gone wide, out-turn to catch a little bit of the button. And now you have that hole to get through for the single and you make the mistake. Russ.
Yeah, and we talk about that door creaking open. That was an unusual, and it was nearly as big as a door to get through there for whatever reason, because there's a lot of, Rachel had one overcurl there first end, but it was a lighter weight. In that spot, I didn't see that overcurling. It did, and that's a huge error, because obviously tied as opposed to 2 down to the Homan team is a big difference. It's a pretty makeable hit.
Yeah, you know, we've been talking about it in the breaks that Christina has missed on the overcurl on almost every time on her last rock. So I'm wondering if it could be the rock.
That one draw, they were just dusting and it came up 7 feet light, so it could be. You wouldn't think it, because you pick the rocks for a reason. You use them in practice. But it does happen.
Hard. Harder. Roll it, Carly. Oh, sorry. Okay, guys.
One other game on the ice in this qualifying day, and 2 teams at 6-2. And it is Anderson picks up a single in 6. You're already on to the 7th.
Well, we are, and that picking up a single was not by choice. Carrie Anderson playing the blank stuck it. And when you dig in the numbers of this game, Val Sweeting 9% better than her counterpart, but Kayla Skurlik 13% better than Carrie. It is that balance between a strong third on one team and a strong skip on the other.
Do you want it in? No. We got to hit just in. No. It's really close. We're guarding the right
Jen
side.
Baxter was really close to connecting on the rocks in the house, and her shooter rolled and no one was sweeping it. They could have swept it an extra inch maybe to line the reds on the side up to the ones coming down the middle.
Okay.
Such a wall over there now.
Yes.
Nova Scotia would love to use it.
Could play the yellow into the pile for that reason. This is only going to remove 1 at the very most.
Would you like to flip over? Are they trying to get in behind their own? And
Sorry, Russ. I don't think you can. They'll try to get as close as they can to the nose.
Okay. And they will just get rid of 1.
Thought it was gone easy.
But they try the run again. That guard is pretty tight to the rings. I know they haven't been connecting, so they're trying to rearrange in the house, knowing that the Team Canada Stones are in great positions. But I liked their chances.
Yeah, I think that made much more sense.
Yeah, just so we make sure we kill it. Just like half a rock's close. With board? Yeah. Okay. Speed should be good here.
The side of the sheet is deadly straight, going the other way with the out-turn. You should see a little more finish with the in-turn. As a whole, in-turns usually curl just a little bit more than out-turns.
Yeah. Gotta go. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Curl.
Wilkes now helping it over. Miscue. And look at how they manage that. My gosh. Just to roll over and sit on top.
Dead frozen. So now comer on top. You're going to be frozen if you can get to the nose.
You threw the lower one first. So you were throwing
Look at
5.
this.
So you're keeping the 3. She's taking the 5.
Not a lot of room to get by that Yellow zone just outside the rings.
No, and it's so tight to the yellow. There's very little time to get the finish.
No. Whoa. Wait, Yep. Whoa, curl.
Now Everest. Can you get over there?
Go on the yellow.
No, and they'll roll off.
Just have to throw a little less weight.
And just enough to push it through.
Great try. Good weight. Same, a little less
This has all started for Nova Scotia because they did leave that yellow Canadian rock out there.
Just a touch less. Seems fine. Hard, yes, yeah. Hard. You gotta go. Hard.
Wilkes hold it up. And
Nice shot.
now they've got their two underneath the center yellow.
Nice soup, Sarah, if you need.
Can you touch everything if you run it back?
Yes,
Almost
but
like a hair high and make it that way is really good. That way, okay.
it's the harder of the two ways to make it.
I hear hesitation in your voice.
Well, you could run the red in. You might not be able to see quite enough of it to stay on the offense. They're running a little bit on the scared side here, Nova Scotia. They're two down. Need to make this.
Joe Brothers going to give it a go. Evers. Now, here we go. Other way. And they'll get rid of two.
Very nice.
Boy, they got lots to pump up if they want Nova Scotia, if they ever get a chance.
That's just it. They have to have a chance. And the only way they're going to have a chance is for Jill to connect there. That was a wonderful stone.
Pass up yellow guard.
As soon as I made it.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, we just can't throw that much weight.
No, I should have thrown like back 12.
Yeah.
But I wanted to move.
Coming around?
Either one. We've seen both lines.
Yeah. I like this if you know the line.
A little high side's okay. We don't want to.
Yeah, get to center
Yeah.
though, guys.
So what's the play here, Joe?
Just top this yellow up.
Straight up?
Yep. Try to get, if you go on the left side of it to pump it behind the red rocks, the shooter's going to roll out of the way. You might leave something for Nova Scotia to use to come around and generate a skips two.
No.
Try to get to nose or a little on the inside.
Yeah. Whoa. Little light. Wait over there. 6, 7. Yeah. Go for weight. 6. Hard. Yep. Hard. Go for weight.
He's good.
Right to the nose. Golly.
Nice shot.
They just are so good at managing a rock.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Nice shot.
Really level-headed with those managements.
Like I knew either. I didn't. 6. Hard.
You've got Rachel screaming at you. She wants to make this as perfect as possible, but they know exactly where that rock is going.
Draw with it, so.
There's room to make the double.
So let's make this.
Like some of them are, but some of them aren't. Early in the game, they did.
Yeah.
It seems like now they're not.
Okay.
And I bet you in 2 ends they will again.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
It's looking for trends.
Should come up there. Yeah, it should come up. Make sure you stay close to me so I can hear you.
For a little bit more.
Make the double. 8.5. Okay.
Now, we haven't talked about this. This is an interesting building, to say the very least. It's an old building. And there are only 2 games. But did you hear, and I wasn't sure whether it was Jen or Carly saying, stay close to me so I can hear you. It's very low roof here. Everything echoes and reverberates back. And it is very difficult to even hear your sweeping partner who's just across from you.
Go, Carly. Curl. Just ripping.
And ripping they
She
are.
said it a little bit. I didn't see it. Okay. Shoot.
Boy.
Nice. Yeah. Just a little straight there.
Not what you want.
To block the run, or? Like just hook the run back?
Okay. Same line, like bite the line. Top
You may
12.
have to go after one of those out front, and run it back.
Yeah, that's just it. So if they can hook this a little bit, it takes away this run back. Oh, sorry. It takes away this run back because it'll be hooked. So can you get enough of that red one to get it in there? Those corners are kind of in the way of doing that.
But I overcurled the line with my straight rock with more ice than this, right?
Nope, you were inside the edge.
Okay.
Just bury an inch of this,
Emma undercurled you.
Okay.
even if you're short of the rings.
We had to card yours the whole way.
My second one overcurled.
15.
What was it by a tap? 14-3?
I didn't get a time on it. It looked like a 14 and a half. So 15 to
make the adjustment.
Yep, you got it, Rach. 5.
Oh, there.
Hey, hold the line a bit.
Oh, no, line's fine.
It's a 6.
line,
Lots of weight.
Will.
We're tapping it. We're 2
6.
We're 2 it.
Right over, Curl, hold the line.
We're 2 it. Hold the line.
Now they're coming down.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right to it, they think.
Tapping.
A lot of weight, though.
Yep, Sarah.
Which one?
Curl.
Curl.
Miscue.
Curl.
The fuck, guys.
And right there. So they thought initially the call, Joe, wasn't it, for a guard out in front?
I thought it was, yeah.
It wasn't even close. Maybe top 8 to be fair, but
What else do you
quite a
see?
bit deeper.
No, it's just very, very thin. Yeah. Like it's very thin.
The Super's knew it out of her hand, too.
It's thinner.
Okay.
To get over here with an 8 is very thin.
That's the only thing I have.
Yeah, I also don't see anything else.
I think you just give me the same ice, like right there. I'll throw it the same way.
Okay, I got her.
That's a small victory to get out of this if you can blank it.
Just try to get the blank.
Yeah. How much? Like a third?
2 wins in a row. They were in jail. Chance to get out of it.
Yes.
Alrighty, Tina, let's make it. But like
With not tough shots from Rachel.
Okay. Just it.
it's really the only option.
Yep,
Missed
I
2
agree.
guards
Yeah.
in reality.
Okay. At the broom, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same as my last throw.
Yep.
It's one of those, it's not a half rock. Half rock's going to leave that top yellow somewhere in the ring, so you got to get it thinner than that.
Final stone and facing 2. Looking for the blank.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah.
Christina Black. Baxter. Angle it back. Oh, keep them going. Keep them going. Keep them going.
Try, Tina.
And it will be another steal of 1.
Try.
5-2. Homan. It all started last Friday night here in Thunder Bay. The Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, 65th edition, dating back to 1961. And the 4th time the city has hosted the Canadian Women's Championship. One other game on the ice. Alberta, Kayla Skurlik against Carrie Anderson, Kathy.
Well, Kayla was playing the double on her first. It is the redstone that's out in the wing that was second shot. No way for Carrie to get it, so Carrie split the house, and it is those 2 that Kayla faces. No double. She could just draw to the forefoot, instead electing to hit. Cannot roll to the wing at all.
Good.
There's your single.
So the 4-time champion, Anderson, continues to lead there.
We're going to Shannon.
You're at least an end ahead of us as we welcome you back to the Fort William Gardens, built back in 1951. The chances that Nova Scotia has had, and chances against a Homan team that's playing well, except for Rachel, off her game definitely today. And at the same time, then you end up giving up steals. Back-to-back singles, 5-2 now. Team Canada leads it. And Nova Scotia, once again, Christina Black with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
I'm loving your body speed on your interns.
This is the maybe
I would
song?
argue
Okay.
last end, yes, it was a chance, but that double was not easy. It was quite thin to spill both the Team Canada rocks.
Well, even, okay, so then do you play for the double and hold the shooter then? I mean, it's better to, could you have scored a point and made the double, Russ? Or not?
I don't think you could get to the inside.
I doubt it. I don't think so. And you'd have to throw it so light to get by the guard with a little curl.
Okay.
No, the blank would have been a great way to get out of that error, but yeah, Rachel, they just mismanaged that brush too, because she was definitely heavy from the get-go, and they didn't try to carve
Very
it.
fast there.
It's 2 interns now. 1 and 5. It was a guard, and it ran straight and heavy. It was top house, and then that's another intern just running a little fast on Rachel.
to call? Freeze on the top 4 guy.
I think she's throw like a 20 here.
Where'd you get her last one?
At 35.
Yeah, I think it's a rock.
Yeah, but I also think this will be her slower.
Because you guys both thought that was a 6 on my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tough for Nova Scotia now. You want to try to maybe throw a corner guard, maybe for one more rock. It's just the odds of a miss coming from Team Canada on the corner peeler, I would think pretty low.
I think because they're laying 2 here, they're hoping Homan can help them out with a jam of some sort.
Yep. Keep her going. Keep her going. Keep going. Yep. Carly, go, go, go. Nice shot, Jen. Real nice. Well done.
Just perfect.
15-4. Oh, darn.
Lost the angle there. That hurts. And now there might be a double. Just that little spin at the end.
Just in the last 6 inches that it traveled. That's crazy.
Looked like it was going to be queued up on the high side, so then the double's not available. Now it is. Just that happens with the sandpapered rocks a lot.
She did board?
Yeah. Do you like a little back
So
line?
the stones were sharpened early in the event last Monday morning, I believe it was.
I was thinking peel, but
control.
So some of them, I mean, they tend to, like a hockey skate, get a little dull after a period of time.
And the ice makers, Tom Leonard in this case, do a brilliant job of clipping slightly more every game. As the rocks calm down, you can clip a little more pebble off and try to keep it to similar speed and curl.
Clean. Whoa.
Yeah, go thin then. Go thin.
Actually good.
Very good.
I was bored.
Okay. Good weight call.
If you're home and you don't mind leaving a double, like people say, oh, I left a double, but that could leave a double back, and that's what Homan's looking for. They're quite willing to eliminate red rocks as fast as possible.
back line. Okay. It's like a 410, you think?
How much weight?
It's like a 4 back line.
All right, let's go with it.
4.
I thought they'd throw more weight and try to roll away. This is definitely grouping the reds.
Just called for back line. I think they're trying to keep the yellows in the mix in the back of the house, maybe for a jam later in the end.
Jen Baxter. She thought it was a little big out of her hand, and she'll just angle it back.
Good shot.
12-8.
Team Canada sitting the 2.
My first thought
My
was
other
nosing
thought
it,
was this. What's what, sorry?
Nosing
Yeah,
that.
we hit it too high. It goes back into ours. I think try and kill one.
Okay.
There's a chance it goes over the top.
Option's okay, I think.
I like what looks better to you.
A third chase.
Okay.
You could raise the top yellow, as Emma suggested, onto the red, but it's got to go through that uprights at the back. This one's way easier to get rid of 1 red, but not simple to get rid of 2.
Hold it there, Sarah.
Sarah Wilkes, angle it, bang, and oh, there's that catcher, and it spins away. Shot down, still belongs to Team Canada, but now second shot is Nova Scotia.
Tough to remove the red too for Canada. You can get it off the back one, I guess, with PO8. Try to freeze another one in. They know the spot.
Jill Brothers.
Roll it right now. No, right off. No, right off. Right off. 9. Line's good. 9. Whoa. 8. 8. Coming down a bit. No got line. A curl. Got it. No line.
That's behind the T-line weight.
We're really close. Curl. Curl. Whoa. We're on the button. No. Whoa.
Okay.
And just to the back of the button.
So close on weight, just wasn't curling. I had 86. I had a 97.
Just the wrong spot. It's a frustrating sport, Joanne, isn't it? Sometimes, if that's, you know, hair higher, even just a hair higher, doesn't have to curl more.
Yeah, if it's top 4, that jams all day.
Now the only way you get it out is off the other red, and the angle that Rachel has to hit the top red will clear those yellows.
Which turn is
Virtually right where the broom is, and I think Rachel certainly gets them out of the forefoot, probably gets both. Just bad luck. Hit it right towards us as it comes off that red one, right towards the camera angle.
Yeah, a little less. Right on the edge is good. Yeah.
Okay, you got it right.
The left red hits the back yellow.
Big deal.
No.
Close.
Rachel Homan's first.
Curl. Curl him.
Now miscue.
Whoa. We're good.
Bang, bang, and away they go. Goodness. Throwing darts.
Oh, yeah. And at that speed, she's the very best. And smart to play the intern, which would drag the initial red down a little bit, not have it jam, knowing that she had enough speed, obviously, to get across.
It is heavier here. Yeah. Easy to read. You need like a 10.
It's weird to go over on a field.
It didn't look over. Yes. Yeah.
I didn't see over. Just in any other arena.
Yeah.
I know.
She's running this, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've seen it a million.
Joanne, you're almost afraid to make this one. You dead bury it. Rachel makes the run back on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of other options here, though, for Christina.
Well done. We're really close. Line's close. 6. Yep. Oh, room. 8. Left. Go left. Heavy. 8.
Wow, now suddenly.
Yeah, go Jen. Hard.
I'm trying to get the tick now.
And they will, but still spun through. They had that. They had that top 4 weight, and then suddenly they called out 8.
Yeah,
they misjudged that.
Yeah, a bit of a misread.
I threw that earlier.
Yeah.
I think
they thought it was good the whole way.
Okay. Give me a bit more ice than I had before.
Really good chance to block the button here and have Nova Scotia looking at least 3.
Top 8? Top 8, I think she can come off of it.
Joanne and I, Vic, have been talking all game about Christina Black's 8th rock at the end. If she's throwing them in order every time, maybe being a bit slower, it makes you wonder that's why that one slid so far. If they're mismatched, that would be the quicker of the two.
I like this way because we threw it before, just a hair.
What a dream game for Rachel Homan. It's probably the worst we've seen her curl. And she's throwing a guard every end.
A little light? Yeah. Go ahead for line. Okay. Hard line.
You can go.
3.
Hard line.
Line's good.
Hard line.
2.5.
Final stone for Team Canada.
2.
Hard line.
2.
Hard line.
Just a 2.
Yep. Keep going. Bit tighter. Keep going.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Just not quite where she wanted that either.
That's okay.
That's there. Yeah.
Allows lots of space to draw around here now.
Fully different line, hey?
I was thinking I could take almost the same line to get to the button. I should get by that guard. I can just take like right there. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's min, hey?
I think it's okay, Joe. Yeah, it'll take its time.
Yeah, okay, you got her.
Still not easy. This guard is off the center line, so it forces Nova Scotia to go a little bit wider.
Really straight though for a long time.
Can use that left-hand yellow as backing if they need it, but the sweepers need to make a call early.
Did you ever go to the other side, Russ?
I agree.
It's there. It is there. It's but they haven't been playing at number 1, and it's tough. It's slightly tougher.
Are you surprised, Joe, they're not taking a little bit more ice here? I know this is Christina put the brush down, but you have to go out a little bit more. You have to get by that guard, albeit a little bit long.
Yeah, line still matters, though. They have to get almost a touching button here, so they can't pitch it out too wide.
Final stone and facing 3.
We're really close.
Has given up back-to-back steals in 5 and 6.
Stay really close.
Trails at 5-2.
Really close.
We gotta go.
And you got to go. Baxter and Everest really got to go. Got it out there. You're by for sure. Have you got enough, though? You got to get it full forward. A little bit more. Little more. What a carry. What a shot. For a single Nova Scotia. Likely a game saver. Facing 3 with her last. Let's be honest, it was a must-have for Nova Scotia with their final stone, a draw against 3, and a great carry by the front end for the Halifax Curling Club, Jen Baxter and Carly Everest. And so we welcome you back on this qualifying Friday to the Scotties in Thunder Bay. We go to the 8th, and Team Canada leads at 5-3. And once again, they do have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
That first rock of the end for Nova Scotia was the tight guard on the no-tick area. Canada actually wrecked, but it stayed on the center line, so therefore didn't have to be removed.
We'll stay with this one. Yeah.
You rarely see that.
The gentle tick.
Yes.
Yeah, gave you a big eye. Yeah.
8 right now. Stay close.
I feel like it's a no.
9. No, it's running, Jill. It's running. 9.
Move in.
Trying.
Starting to move.
This is wrong.
Go ahead. Starting to curl. Yeah.
We're just a 7 now.
Yep. Hard.
Wow. Yep.
Whoa.
Wow. Freeze.
Yeah, we're freezing.
Curl.
Curl. No, bouncing.
Okay. Sorry, Jen.
100%.
Yeah, it's just that rock.
Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
bad.
It's terrible. It's
Yeah,
a 20
sucks.
with a big
I
eye
thought
for
you were.
Jen.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the rock
That rock
selection,
sucks.
remembering they took a complete set that they, even during the game they played them, they weren't happy with.
Clean.
That's so interesting. You know that
Clean.
if you used a set really early in the week, it could have changed, but I would have been tempted if I was Nova Scotia to take Christina's pair from that game and give it to the lead or the second.
You bet.
What?
Especially if you've identified a rock that someone struggled with.
You sure would want a set from before sandpapering either.
If you, I think it was from before the sandpaper, and that's why they didn't take them. But I just, if you already knew that there was a mismatched pair in the set you're taking, maybe try
Right.
something else.
Felt there. It felt there. Okay. Easy. No, we're slot. We're gonna be like a 2. We're 2. We're 2. No. We might be 2 that one. Sit. We're 2 it. Do you want us to do something?
No.
Stop moving.
Sit. Yep. No.
Not much.
I don't think we really want to disrupt the
No,
house.
I think we just peel.
It's a tough peel, though.
Can you peel it thin this way?
Yeah, I think it might come back, but
Can maybe get them all to go. Okay. Like thin, like. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Third. Okay. Sort the same.
Might end up running
Yeah, I can drag it out.
the
Yeah.
tight red into the house
ready,
here,
sorry.
but for Canada, the most important thing is to open up the middle.
You might get all 3.
Yep. Yeah. Hard.
Gotta go. Hard, Sarah. Hard. Keep going. Hard.
Roll it, Trees.
Emma miscue. And boy, they
that's
thought
fine.
they'd get them all.
Very, very nice.
And they will leave one in. That time of the week, round robin is over. Time to name the All-Stars. And the second team is headed up by Quebec skip Laurie St. George. Val Sweeting is an All-Star for the 5th time, but the first on the second team, Jocelyn Peterman and Kristen Karwacki. Congratulations to all.
It's really
really close. 15. Line's 5.
Talk about how close this week is, how ruthless that round robin is. Laurie St. George against Nova Scotia yesterday morning. If her draw stops a couple inches earlier, she wins that game. She's playing here today.
Really close. Yep.
Heartbreaking sport.
For sure.
Go. We're really close. We're so close. Yep. Great. Nice. Great one.
Just a quarter. It looks like the run to me, maybe.
And the first team All-Stars named the Robin Wilson Stars in honor of Robin Wilson, whose idea it was. The Scotties, Rachel Homan, Tracy Fleury, Sarah Colton, and Samantha Fisher from Corinne's Browns BC Championship team out of Kamloops, and we'll see them on the ice tonight.
That's fine. Good, Trace. Hard reach right out. Oh, it's going. Okay, good.
Perfect again.
I think everything's go.
Canada's working their way out of a bit of a hole this end.
Got it.
These run backs, you run it back, leave your own. You're thinking, well, that's not great, but at least if you have to play another run back, it's your color that's coming into the rings. Makes it that little bit easier.
Running good though. Keep it down. We're close. We're really close. Keep moving.
Keep it moving.
Easy.
Yeah. Fight the forefoot.
We're super close. We're really close.
We're
to your broom. Stop.
Yep. Curl.
Good.
Good job, guys.
Perfect spot.
Good. Tough judge.
Great job.
It's running really nice.
Yeah, it's running good there. Thanks, Sean.
Determined look. Determined kick from Tracy Fleury.
Squat that one.
Might go yellow.
Hard line. Sorry. Other way. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I had you here for the draw.
Almost at your 4 for the guard, or is that too much less?
I think that's too much less.
Okay.
I think just a little bit
Just a
less.
little
I think
less?
they
Okay.
can finish
And
it.
a 2?
Yeah, they can finish it.
Okay.
Just want to be halfway here.
Just like
You
a
assume that
2-guard.
Rachel's going to be running whatever rock they're throwing in, so
Yeah, I think you're giving us like a
anything higher than halfway, they might play some kind of chase.
Yeah.
Anything tighter, you're just making the run back easier.
Just across
Right,
center.
No, well, right in front of
Yeah.
our red guy.
Yeah. You're like 45-50 on that side. Yep. Yeah. You got it. Right to the room. Take a deep breath.
Skip Stone's here in 8. First from Nova Scotia's Christina Black.
We're just halfway. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just a 2.
Whoa. Just halfway. Whoa.
Wanted it a little higher than that.
Whoa. Yes.
We're
A
stopping.
little tighter, I should say.
Yep. Whoa. Holy, that's
Okay, good. Okay, good throw. 45.
Yeah.
She's a bit gentle with it. Yeah.
Those are so hard.
I know. Good job.
Okay. Yeah, you were sliding a little tighter.
Yep.
And I tapped one on the center line. I think if I throw a draw weight there, that's pretty
I like
close.
it.
The yellow
a hair
covering
high
the edge of the
middle.
4 doesn't get in the way here.
I don't think so, Joe.
No, I think it's moving nice on this side. Try to get
15?
past
Yeah,
the
you can
red
low
that's top
15.
8
I got
here.
15,
Not the shot Rachel wanted to be throwing, though. If you ever did something wrong here, like back 8 or short of the rings, your last one's going to be tough against a couple, maybe 3.
Make this one good, though. There's a chance that it skips
yeah,
2.
for sure.
Try to get past the one top 8, tuck a piece.
My head almost fell off my body when I went down to.
It should come up.
Yeah.
Rachel Homan has been an all-star in 9 of the 11 Scotties she's appeared in. 6 first and 3 second team.
I like it.
Yeah.
Go for line. Go for line.
5, 6. Yep. 6.
Go for line.
Line's good. Just for
7. 7's great.
Line's good.
Yep. Real close. Yeah.
Wait only. We're there. 8,
Whoa,
Sarah.
We're there.
8. Curl. Stay close, Sarah.
It's heavy.
Curl.
Curl it a hair. Yep. Yep. Curl, go! It's good, it's good.
Really nice.
Wow.
Great throw.
Great judgment.
That's the draw weight Rachel's had all week. To see her, she's missed a few by a wide margin, but she's been all over the button outside of today.
Yeah, you got it. You got her. You know the weight.
Christina Black's numbers have dropped 17 points in the last 3 ends.
Got some finish
And,
after that.
it's reflected in the fact that steals in 5 and 6. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Just a little bit. There's a broom head. Should still be good.
Yeah, like a 20-25?
Yeah.
You think you'll run that good here still, yeah?
I think so. Rachel, this is like pretty much what she threw.
Yeah, just good release. Yeah.
I mean, even if you're a little short but splitting center, it's hard for her to get two.
It's very difficult for her to get two.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
25?
Yeah.
Corner freeze to it.
Yes, Christina Black's very right. If you miss the right way here, short, it's very hard for them to get 2. But we're getting to the point in the game that
right now.
even giving up 1's not ideal.
Line's good.
You'd love to give this the college try to get shot rock.
7. Tapping right now. 8. Right off that. No.
8.
No.
Back 4.
Whoa, no.
Everest.
Just let her die. Try to let her die. No.
No, stop.
Just bouncing.
Stop. No.
Okay. Out here, can you get across the nose?
Yes.
I had a 15.
Just
Alrighty.
again, it's one of those games for Christina. It's curls a shade more with that exact same weight. She's golden.
Just bounce a hair.
Even if it doesn't curl more and it's 4 inches lighter, it's golden. But
Really nice throw. 14-4.
not only is it wide open, but it's
curl a bit.
queued up to get 2 all day.
What weight are you throwing? Do you like board? Yeah, board, control, whatever you like. Control, I'm worried about our yellow. Okay. I think as long as you nose it, like whatever to nose, if we get 2, that's great.
We
but
have to get to the inside,
Yeah,
I think this will curl though.
I think once it crosses the line, it'll curl. With control, this should curl. This should not. Board. But this is going to curl. Okay. How are you throwing it, Reese?
I'll keep it there.
Okay, you got it.
Final stop.
Yeah.
Rachel Homan right out of her hand, though. Folks got her.
Quite high of the line. Curl!
Watch that line.
Curl!
Now it's getting there.
Go.
Miscue will help this over. If you can get across the nose here, just like that, there's 2 more. Weak start, strong finish. 7-3 Homan. It's hard to beat Team Homan, isn't it? The defending Canadian champions, #1 in our country, #1 in the world, even on a little off day. They're tough to beat. And Nova Scotia is finding that out. 7-3, Homan leads it. And as we welcome you back, we go to the 9th. Nova Scotia with Last Rock playing the Redstones. And I mean, let's be honest, they did have their chances, Joe.
Oh, they did. And we've seen this. We actually saw this yesterday with Team Canada. The couple of uncharacteristic misses, whether it be the broom was in the wrong spot or maybe a missed sweep or a missed throw. The first half, we saw some uncharacteristic misses from them yesterday, saw some today, but they get better as the game goes on. They're constantly learning, and we see with Rachel, she created that skips too. Canada had nothing going that end. They were peeling, we're not connecting.
Yes.
And here we are, and now they lead by 4.
Yes, it was a dangerous first shot. It kind of the only shot she had, but she ever makes a mistake on her first one, there's a good chance of a steal of a minimum of 1.
Don't often see a player on this Canadian team struggle for an entire game. They find a way to get out of it.
And it's only been Rachel. Everybody else is 93, 94, 89. But you're right, skips deuce, that makes a big difference.
I was saying there's a few that it's not, sometimes it might have been where the broom was or maybe how it was managed too. And skip shots are all or nothing, right? So if you don't get the desired outcome, sometimes it's a 0.
Look at this.
Sorry. That's okay. I was trying to remember.
Miss punched it too far.
The ring is right here.
Any thinner.
Sorry, I almost took you out. Yeah, no, thank you. When rocks I could see a little piece of it.
4-3. Four-time champion Carrie Anderson getting better every game, leads Kayla Skurlik.
And Kayla did not have much of a shot. They went all or nothing, and they are going to get nothing out of this. And Kayla had a triple on her final stone. No way to get in and get shot. She only connected with one, so Carrie already lies 2. This is a draw for 3.
82% on her draws in the game.
We need it. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Nope. Hard. Hard. Hard.
For 3. 7-3, they lead it.
Push right to the end. Push.
And the winners of these 2 games will advance to the 1-2 page playoff to be played tomorrow night. The losers will drop into the last chance qualifying game coming up this evening.
Kathy, team Anderson must be playing well, because the Skurlik team's at 87% and they're 4 down.
It is really a game of Carrie making some really big shots when she needs. In a couple of cases, Skurlik's team was set to lie 2. Carrie would either make a double or a come-around perfect corner freeze and take away the deuce. As I said in the opening, it's championship weekend Carrie like we've seen in the past.
And you think about back to midweek when they were 2-2, and then they staged that comeback. My gosh, turned it around for them.
6, 7. Room. Whoa, lots of room. 6, 7. Close. 7 still. Hard line. 8. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Good. Good. Beauty. Oh my God, I hate that thing. I know.
Finally settles back edge of the 8.
That's part of the story here, is they showed up with a bad stone for whatever reason.
Like the nose is a bad shot.
Looks scary.
And the teams do select, and then they have a practice in the morning. So during that practice, I'm not sure what they did, but they have until 30 minutes out to make a change to the stones. So if they'd seen that this morning, they would not have been locked into those stones. They could have still changed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, and the reality is they played with this red set on A. They're using the ones from B, Kathy, is what you said?
Yes, correct.
They used these red set from A on Sunday, so that's a very long time ago. It was before the paper, but most teams will watch the order that other teams use. So they could have grabbed 4 rocks from this A set and tested them out in practice to see if they could match them up.
Oh, for sure.
11.
Okay.
11?
Yeah. Take a deep breath. We got lots of time.
Yeah. Seems like max ice. Can I have a hair less?
Sure.
Thanks.
I was thinking of the biathlete who goes from cross-country skiing to that prone position to fire a rifle. Same idea. You got to bring that heart rate all the way down before you pull the trigger.
Nicely done.
11-1.
Yeah, 11.
2 different doubles here, either the thin on the top to the top red on the 8-foot, or straight back.
You're playing the double?
The straight back one.
Yeah, 7-8. Yeah. Okay, Pia. Yep. Okay.
Straight here, Trace.
Yeah. Need to roll it to the middle, guys.
Right where you let it go.
Okay. No, curl. Curl. Curl.
Go, 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 go.
Tracy Fleury, and we'll get the one in the
Nice
back.
shot,
Very
Tracy.
nice.
Perfect again.
Like a wrap around this guy.
Tracy's upweight ability is so good, you know, like we all talk about Rachel, she's maybe the best ever. Tracy can throw it not as hard as Rachel, but awfully accurate.
Yeah, when she used to skip, I never realized how good she was at it, because she never really called herself into that type of game. She always deferred to the draw. Secret weapon there.
It's true, and she has a lot of them in this with Team Canada, because they're usually ahead.
Jill brothers. But doesn't it, Russ, a great deal of it depend on where you hit your stones? I mean,
oh, yeah.
She's so accurate with her throws, right? I mean,
it doesn't have to be bullets. Yeah, very true.
Really close, Jack.
You can tell it at a good speed.
Whoa, curl.
Lost line here.
Yeah, ninth end, forced to go out the widest we've seen.
Wow. Okay.
Looks like the sweeper's legged the weight out of the hand. It just took off and curled.
I had a 10.
Your throw. Very wrong on the gas.
Yeah. Sorry, Jill.
Sometimes when you have to go that wide this late in the game, if the spot hasn't been touched, it can be quite slow. You almost have to commit to looking like back line out of your hand.
And you see it other times when there's no frost at all, it could be really slicked up from all the brushers going back and forth. It is a guess.
Like if auto double, but sure. I don't think this is gonna come up.
Okay, you got Mary.
skip stones here in 9. Rachel Homan.
I think it's okay, but.
Rachel did not love that throw and still made it perfect.
Jill spots, we know it.
It wanted to curl up. It's getting a little flat in the center, I think.
Yeah,
okay?
I think so.
Well, at least you have a stagger situation for Christina. Can
Same. You
get
got
this under somehow.
We can also throw the draw, but I just would hate to give her a shot for 3. I guess anywhere in.
If she hits it, I don't see her rolling on. Like if she hits this way, it's always our yellow's always going by everything behind. You know what I mean? To drag it, she'd have to roll her shooter out, so I don't see it for 3.
No, I know. I mean, if she gets the roll under and we can't hit theirs out, we have to hit the top right because she can definitely roll on for 3. Like if she gets.
But the drag is.
Stick with it.
Yep.
Thinking already a couple of shots ahead, Homan.
Will they ever?
Yep.
First for Christina Black. Really needs to make something happen here. You're down by 4 and you're playing 9. 2 at least. Definitely need a couple. Can you get this roll across now? There it is. Flick it underneath. And how's that? To the edge of the 4.
Very, very nice. That's been a tough shot, that hit and roll.
Yeah. Has rolls.
Great throw. I'm like, don't roll it.
I know. I'm like, it's rolling too far. I'm like, no,
you cannot leave it open. You have to roll.
I was worried she could still smash it and catch it.
No, yeah, I wasn't really worried about that.
Really quick here. Yeah. Low 15.
Well, you never know if you somehow miss the paint here. There's a really easy shot for 3.
Yeah, in fact,
Just full 4. Yeah.
Emma was saying, seeing it.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Emma miscue. Angle, short angle raise and roll for 3. If Rachel Homan should make a big mistake here.
Line's good. You have room.
Head down if you're light.
Lots of room.
Gotta go.
Let me know. Gotta get it full 8.
Lots of room.
Let me know.
No line at all.
Go.
Wilkes.
Gotta go.
And missed it.
Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. You gotta finish it. Hard.
Wow.
Hard.
Wow.
Pass stars. Go. Keep going. Great save.
Wow, to get it to the top 8. What a carry.
They knew
A little
instantly.
more extension on your outs. Your intern extension's great.
Yeah, we just had a conversation that had too much, so I was trying to take it down.
Never on your out turns.
I think a 20.
Boy, did they work on that one.
Just a really good example of the switch. Sometimes you'll see a team, they'll have the fresh sweeper come in at the end to really empty the tank and prolong that life. They did a good job of that.
Very worried. Yeah.
Now, when you do that, there's that slight delay. Does that matter?
You have to be really smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, like 15, 20.
And do it before it really breaks.
Okay.
Just right at her.
Yeah, full 8.
That's why I never came out and helped my brushers. I didn't want that little delay.
Wow. Final stop. Draw for 2. Must have. Needs full 8 foot.
Line's great.
Okay, weight's a 7 right now.
Line's good.
Stay down, fully. Yeah.
Okay, we're setting now. Line's good.
Yes.
Full 8. Everest. Baxter, full 8. Need it. Needs your 2s.
Hard.
Line's
shot. Yeah, 14-9.
Very
Nice.
good.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's
I could just see
going to
it
keep you
racing
playing.
like, is it now dying?
It's going to take a lot of work. Homan leads. Will have the last rock coming home. It's called Qualifying Friday. These first two games, the winner will go on to play in the Page playoff tomorrow night. That, of course, is the all-important one where you get the trip right to the final if you win that. The loser will drop into the must-win qualifier tonight. Team Canada leads it by 2, and they once again have last rock. Rachel Homan and the team from the Ottawa Curling Club.
I do not need another one in there, though. What? Do we need another one in there? I just don't want to leave them a lot of rocks to play around.
You do not need another yellow
We
in
can
play.
try to play a chase. I don't think that helps us, though. Okay. Okay, I'll turn around, I guess. Okay. 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 Proportional.
Once in a while, you can get too many in, depending on the score. I don't think Rachel's wrong here because it was hard to chip that red one out. It's not quite fully open, but we watched Kate Cameron lose a game to Anderson. They had 4 of their own rocks in the 4-foot, which looked pretty tasty. They ended up giving up a 3 that end because of their own rocks.
Hard, swing around them. Hard, little more.
Go.
Yep,
Farther,
yep,
farther,
yep,
go,
yep,
6-1, isn't it, Jill?
Yep, hard.
Great sweep.
Good sweep. Great sweep.
Yeah, I think I like this call, though. You make a play on the Nova Scotia rock in the top 12-foot, and both of your rocks are almost acting like guards. You could stagger them.
Okay, okay. Okay, can you give me
Demands precision from Sarah Wilkes, but, I mean, called and made here.
If that's Rachel, it's a peel and they all fly, but you're right, that's probably not Sarah's. She hasn't practiced that too often.
I think it's going to be a hair sluggish.
Yeah, I agree. The weight will come out with the curl. Yep.
Okay, we got to give it a chance. Back button's even fine.
Yeah, I
right?
agree. Yeah.
Felt very
Looks
heavy.
close.
Felt very heavy.
Stay close. Back T. Stay close.
Line's good. Stay close. Yep.
Yep. Line only.
Yep, line.
Line only.
Yep.
Coming down. Coming down.
Hard line.
Yep. Stay down. Stay down.
Gotta
Wait,
go.
Really
close.
curling.
Whoa, right.
Yep.
You're already on me.
Yep.
Line only.
We're on the top.
And all over it, and then spins away.
We have 14-5.
Yeah,
Well, we have a final in that other game, Kathy.
And you know what? It's interesting. You go back and you look at the scoreboard, and Kayla Skrlik did not start with last rock. She gave up a steal and so was down 3 early. And the Anderson machine, specifically second and third, big pluses, and that made Carrie's shots easier.
So Anderson, who was knocked out in the qualifying Friday a year ago, the 4-time champion, has now moved on to the playoffs and that 1-2 game tomorrow night.
What a beauty from Emma.
She's made a few of those this game. The
Yes.
big weights, connects, just flips the whole end around.
2. Straight off. 2's good. 5
It's
off.
a slow rock, so.
2's 3.
Good.
Still cruising though, Jill. 3. 3.
Should grind. 2.
Still 3.
Got
Two.
it, curl.
Sit. 3.
Curl.
Curl it.
Curl.
Curl it.
Curl.
Finish it up.
Yep.
Real nice.
Good.
Great. Good.
Just straight peel.
Yeah. Okay, you got it, Em.
Emma miscue.
Whoa, curl.
Whoa, no, just let it settle.
Just riding the line, and they sneak it by that guard.
Whoa.
Thanks. That was my first thought.
Crazy yellow?
Yeah. Right from our guard.
Crazy yellow?
You could, or around the red.
Crazy yellow.
Yeah, or one guard.
No.
Go right around everything with the out in-turn. Go right back to the back 8-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Rachel's hitting anyways, but
So this is
my draw path.
You want to get something buried here at some point.
You have a favorite, Joe?
15? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't mind Russ's call.
Or the
This
freeze.
is pretty good too, though,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your rock above the tee line. You can make a play on the Team Canada rock.
Okay, you gotta go
6.
Go for line
Line 6.
Only one guard in play.
Wait,
It's still work to do here for Nova Scotia.
For sure.
Yep. 5. We're dying. Yep. Hard.
It's still there, though.
Hard. Hold the line. Hard. Hard.
It's curling a
Keep
ton.
going. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa.
Stop.
That's good.
Okay.
More curl on both sides
Yeah.
this end.
Yeah, there is.
Shot rock does belong now to Nova Scotia.
That had nice rotation and everything, and still
You can hold it.
took off. Red.
Yeah, I would have poked it
I would
here
say
more,
that's-
but I thought it was going to run harder.
More curl in the 10th than we've seen so far this week. It could have something to do with a few less sheets on the ice.
That's what Jill just said, too, is I thought it was going to run harder, or in other words, straighter.
Light. Like normal. Curl. Normal. Curl.
Oh, that would have been Cam Loops in 23 against McCarville. Giving up that steal.
Another perfect stone by Tracy Fleury.
2.
That's a huge one there. That simplifies everything for Canada.
15. Okay. That's probably
Guard the
better
red,
then.
okay? Three.
Probably not.
3. Okay.
2.5.
Just split center, guys.
Please.
2.5.
Split center. Looks lighter, like to me.
Got to split
Yeah,
center.
we're
Yeah,
just
need to
above your
curl.
broom.
Yep.
We're just above your broom.
Easy.
Low curl.
Easy.
Yeah, curl.
Yep.
Hard.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
done.
yeah,
We're gonna go hard.
Center.
Really gotta go
Whoa, you're good. Nice.
Good.
Okay, nice
Even
guys.
before
Nice
it's come to a stop, you know,
You might go nose.
you saw Rachel in behind going, what, arms waving, left, right, one in turn, out turn, and they're going to play the out turn.
Team Canada used 12 minutes of their thinking time for the first
Easy peel.
2 ends. That's 6 minutes per end. Usually you use about 3.5 to 4 minutes. They were quite slow to start. They played some hurry up
That's good, Tracy.
curling
Nice
kind of the
shot.
rest of the game. And
Yes.
now they've got tons of time, 4 minutes with their timeout.
Nice shot.
But you get in the habit of trying to
Nice shot.
save as much time as you can. So that's what you saw there from Rachel.
And then maybe play that on your next one.
Hit it thinner, sorry.
Okay.
Level. So you want to curl? I don't know if I can curl that far, so I might have to be back.
That's what I'm thinking. To curl that far. Yeah, unless you want to bump this guy back
I kind of like
here.
Tracy in the pocket.
Okay. We've seen theirs really curl.
They curl a lot.
And it's just flattening out of hair, and Jen's curled a lot.
Yeah, maybe right there.
Okay, you got her.
Christina can make the right guess on weight here, Russ. I think she can get overburied the way that things seem to be curling. This side curled
I have to,
more
like,
than the
try
other throughout the game.
It's getting a bit dished, so you get out this far, it'll come off that hill, and yeah, they can get to the center line here easy.
You can't just draw that yellow, can you?
No, then she just doubles them out. and
Okay,
Game's
fair.
over.
Okay.
It's like back 8-ish.
Okay.
Just basically once we're past the red, you're just going to kind of carve it.
Okay. 4.
What's T line? Wait, like.
10 probably.
It curls pretty hard here.
Yeah, I think I would get a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, trust it. Right at the broom. We're very light.
Hit it for line.
7.
Go for line a bit.
I don't even think we're that.
6.
Line's
Skip
pretty close.
stones.
Hit.
Christina Black.
Nice. Yep. Yep. Hard.
I think we're just a 4.
Okay, just a guard.
Yeah, we're
No,
not.
well, then.
We're 4 5. 4.
Shoot. Whoa.
Can we create an angle?
No, we can't. It's
You
just
got caught, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, hey.
Sorry, it's hard to throw it
20,
any
yeah.
harder than that.
Yeah.
Chance to
Let's
end
be
it.
a little hopeful to
Run them
look like
out
you
of
had some leg.
stones.
Yeah, the line looked good out of your hand.
Yeah.
Like a thin quarter. Like this.
It's easier to hit it on the right-hand side, but if you ever jammed it on that yellow, so smart call by Team Homan here to hit the left-hand side. A little harder to get out of there, but not with the speed that this is going to be coming.
A lot
Much
less
safer.
ice, actually. Yeah.
Are you going to throw it?
A little, I mean a lot.
Nose isn't even in the end of the row. Okay.
Rachel Homan and her first has a chance here to win it. Run Nova Scotia out of stones. Miscue. Here we go. Bang. And she says it wasn't going to be the end of the world if she nosed it. She jammed it. So for the moment, Nova Scotia stays alive.
Nice shot. Thanks. Like no foot. It's like slippery.
I have to.
And then
Yeah.
it's easier.
Yeah.
That was Emma.
It should curl up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I need enough weight to kill it.
Yeah, I know. You need more than tweener almost.
Yeah, hack.
Good hack?
Yeah. Right about
Do you like
there.
that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting because we showed you earlier the Homan number. She had never been lower than 80%. This is her worst game of the week. But that being said, Christina Black really hurt by her hits today. Those steals, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. They are playing a Homan that's off her game a little bit, had their opportunities, but are down now 7-5 as we play in 10. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
Tough to take this out and hang around.
Straight, 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 straight. Hard,
Hard.
hard,
Hard.
hard. Whoa, great shot.
And sit down, and they will to sit the 2, but make 1 go away.
All right. I made it.
Yeah, you made it.
That's the
Feel at the inside of it.
you get into the dressing room after
Yeah.
Joe and you think about Nova Scotia and go, we had our chance.
You have to remember they're back on the ice in just a few hours. It's so important how they end this game and for the morale of the team.
Final stone. Rachel Homan. As the crowd here at Fort William Gardens gets into it. Wilkes will dust it in, and look at that. We'll make the double on the way by and add 3 more. Team Canada Homan advance to the 1-2 page playoff. Make the final. Team Canada 10, Nova Scotia 5.
Another life today.
So on they go to tomorrow night, while Black is, Joe says, have to regroup, and rather quickly, as they will be back on the ice. Christina Black will play Corinne Brown, the BC champion of Kamloops, and Kayla Skurlik, coming off the loss to Carrie Anderson, will play the Ontario champion, Danielle Inglis. And these are must-wins. A loss and you are out as you try to qualify for the quarterfinals tomorrow afternoon.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Alberta are sitting 1 for a bundle. Got this. Bang, bang. Oh, my. Look at this. Count them up. 5. You got to get by that yellow one first. Oh, and grab it. Oh, come on. Must win for both these, 4 of these teams. 2 games tonight. The quarter-final qualifiers lose, and you're out of this year's Scotties. Christina Black and Kayla Skurlik will try to bounce back. It's Black against Brown, and Skurlik against Inglis. What color are you taking tonight? Oh, the red and yellow stones, too. That's when we join you tonight at 7 Eastern time. Nova Scotia. She was just a little off today, and they couldn't take advantage of Rachel Homan early. So until we talk with you at 7 Eastern Time, thank you for joining us here in Thunder Bay. The Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.